A lot can happen in a year. Moments that'll live on in Schmoedown history. Legends were spit on. And then conquered. Immortals were defeated. And then destroyed. Rookies emerged. Veterans re-emerged. Heroes celebrated. Heroes corrupted. Legends were made. And then rode off into the sunset. A lot can happen here, but it can all change in one night, one match, one question. This is the Schmoedown Spectacular 3, a culmination of a year's journey. Dreams will be made, hearts will be broken, legacies created, history made. The Schmoedown Spectacular 3. A lot can happen in a year, but even more can happen in one night. Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And welcome back. Okay. Part 1. Shirewolves, Who's the Boss? Commissioner Bowl. We've got thousands and millions and zillions of hours to react to here, which for me means my videos will probably be up by Easter. That's just averaging out when these uploads will probably be done. So we've done our intros. Everybody's happy. I'm ready. You're ready. They're ready. So without further ado, let's get into this in 3, 2, and 1. We've had our Emma and Tom preview. We've had Brad Gilmar do some really good interviews.
First of all, whose baby powder is this? Anyway, that being said, where's my mask, Kalinowski?
Where's your mask?
Where is
Hey,
it?
what are you doing?
I know it's
Hey, Chum, don't you have a match you go lose?
I'm gonna win.
Get out of here. Put the mask you out of here.
I can't do that yet. I need my mask. Was it you? They said it was a shadow figure.
I've got too gray in my beard. I shine from my beard.
Who's this guy?
You don't need to be concerned who this guy is. You
Who's this
You need to worry about going out there and
Lawyer or
match.
something?
What? Don't worry about it.
Where's that?
Don't worry about
Is
it.
he out shopping for you?
We have Thadd under control, right? He's right where we want him. You are literally making everyone stupid by being here. No one took our masks. We have done what we wanted when we wanted. And yeah, I broke up with your lion's den. And the league is stronger because of it.
Interesting. And where are you coming from? And what's your name again?
Oh, don't worry about that. And I've handed you the opportunity to compete in the Commissioner's Bowl. And you are accusing my clients of theft?
Yeah, pretty much.
You better go bye-bye before your opportunities do.
I'm putting up a $5,000 reward to find my mask. Does that tickle your fancy?
What is with him? That's the love of him.
He's a dope. That's it.
Well, yeah, that's stating the obvious.
I don't think so.
But this has got to be a very special meatball sandwich.
Time for the special presentation. Hopefully not already in progress, because who needs that? Thadd, you look so confident. Oh, they got the backgrounds in it. I like that. Very nice. And turtle power and outlaw power. Very nice. That's an awesome intro.
And I have announced that I'm going to be taking a break as far as the commissioner goes. I needed an interim commissioner. So with that, I'm going to announce your new commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, your brand new commissioner.
Oh, they took out the music.
If there was one
The
person
music
that's
was
not gonna
great.
take crap from anybody, it's Thadd Williams. So I figured until
The
I lose
Warlord.
championship,
We've
Thadd
come a
Williams
long
will be
way
the commissioner.
since the
Looking
Warlord.
forward to taking over the reins and doing you proud for a couple weeks while you take a break.
Couple
Thank you,
weeks.
Thadd. I appreciate it very
2
much. You're in good
years
hands.
later.
Sign it. It's the fourth one right there. Sign right there. Will you sign a contract?
Not a contract. Contract.
For as long as
Better
I
not
do
give me no
business,
contract,
you
because
should be running it so you do a handshake and then-
ruined.
You know, I'll drop a contract and we can just sign it both, just so we're all on the same page.
You love that contract.
do
All
love
right,
those
all right.
That reminds me, my whiteboard's over here. I'm still looking at it. New champion.
That I wanted to thank you for everything you did, and because of it, I will be taking
Give me
back
my
the reins
commissionership
of
back.
commissioner,
Hey,
starting
hey.
season 5.
I have the contract right here. It says you forfeit all rights here and within, etc., etc. Yeah, this says I'm going to be the commissioner for 6 months.
Why?
You signed it. Your signature's right here. You signed it, and
You told me at the spectacular after 6 months.
6 months, huh?
This is over, I get my
2
position back.
years
It's been about 6 months.
did you
later.
really not read the contract?
I needed to read that fucking contract. And with that, that's it. The winner of the
The title belt challenge is mine. I know you're a contract man.
I love me some contracts. Nothing like pieces of paper with words on.
So touched that you made it in the contract. That makes me so happy. So
You sign the back of the contract.
You sign the back.
The front of it.
Swerve, swerve. M. Night Swerve.
Patrons, Tom Dagnino's gonna be commissioner for a week.
Yeah. About
Mike
that.
Kalinowski has been eliminated. Mike Kalinowski had a rough night here today.
Good
Mike, you don't
boy.
need to well, Mike wants to lead. One.
Fast and the Furious.
And your winners,
I'm done with this. I am so sick of it. You guys, where have you been?
After our last time.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. I needed to go to my own thing and take care of this.
Oh,
here we're
right,
talking.
just
Don't
relax.
tell me what to do, man. You know what? Here, this is for you guys. I didn't want to do this.
Don't you see what's going on here? People want Action Army. They want Clark Wolf, the Shirewolves, all this bullshit. It's like it's just manufactured bullshit out there.
So mean.
Out there, man, with everybody. Everyone wants to be in the face and in the camera, this and that. And with Trippy, no one gives a shit anymore about that. And I'm stuck with it.
Don't you see? It's all corrupt. The whole damn fucking league. Dagnino comes in there, mouthing off and everything. Don't you see that? We could have been we could have cleaned this all up.
You see, we're a league. We're not. I'm a league of my own, man.
That's why you wear black and leather.
Hey, Commish.
Hey, black and leather. I called it.
Good. You've been busy these last
This is
few
sponsored
weeks,
by Coke. To my love, the Schmoedown.
We're gonna do things a little different. We're gonna do a tournament.
No. We don't have time to do all that tournament stuff. We have to get
Let me stop
jump
you
into.
right there.
Yeah.
Because I think this might.
You know what? I think a tournament probably sounds like the better option. It's Thadd Williams, your commissioner. I'm here with a little bit of an update.
Did we ever get any official word what the pieces of paper were?
Now I'm ready.
We had theories.
Mike,
I don't think
I'm
we
doing it
ever
right now.
got
In the
anything
team
solid.
tournament, The Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018.
The theme is anarchy.
We're gonna take
Anarchy.
competitors' names from a hat, draw them at random, and pair them
What?
up. That's what's
What?
happening. Holy shit.
Careful. We'll see you on Tuesday.
For a commissioner, you're doing a little bit too little commissioning.
You have my word.
Good. Because if I don't have your word, I can go talk to Kalinowski and I can get his word.
No. You don't have to talk to me. The official free-for-all belt for our official free-for-all champion. So we're good.
We're good. Yeah. Except for that Patreon thing. We're still doing that. So.
And then it didn't happen.
You and I, spectacular, for that belt.
Kalinowski cannot pick 2 at the spectacular.
Star Wars. Open spot, right? NASA. What? No. They're gonna look. You're working down.
But he retired. He retired.
I see what's been happening with you and Mike, and no one is saying anything, and it's time.
Yep, I'd hide my face too if I continued to look like a
He
fool.
cares about himself. You didn't honor my contract.
Okay.
Either you're going to resign and these people are going to stay, or you're going to stay and these people are going to walk. The only thing you can
All
do
because they stood up for Tom Dagnino.
Catch me if you can.
Right?
How are they going to take this, Fyffe?
Right, tell everyone out there, doesn't matter win or lose, it doesn't matter what we're doing with corruption. So now, the winner of this team match, whoever happens, whoever wins, we're gonna make it a triple threat.
No.
Boom. Ah!
He threw a pair of balls. It came out of nowhere. His ball just dropped right in front of me. I mean, that's the way he put it down. So, hey, what do you want me to do? Make him dance one more time? All right, man, you got it. Okay. All right, bud.
You've lost focus, but it's time to gain focus and execute the plan.
You remember this, don't you? This right here. This is your way out, my friend. You challenge Harloff.
No.
All you gotta do is challenge Harloff. It's as simple as that. Just say yes. Go yes. You had your little fun with your no moment. Now I'm gonna have my fun, just like always.
I've decided that I think it would be.
It's amazing how all of this branched off into so many different matches at Spectacular. Which is the reason why I said it should be the main event. I know I didn't get a lot of support on that, but
But you gotta make me a promise, though.
understand how long this storyline went on. Went on forever.
I'm gonna kick your face in. I'm gonna take it back. And so that was a stupid move.
Have you? I don't know if you've heard, but
I've heard.
Me and Kristian, right?
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting closer. Quite frankly, he needs Tom.
So me and Tom and Kristian.
And someone else. I don't care. Make it a four-way. You can do whatever you want.
We're gonna put the commissionership on the line. You are going to be in the commissioner ball with Kristian and I. Can you do it too? Yeah. Tom's plan.
That was my face when I heard that announcement.
The four of us will be in the commissioner bowl, and the winner gets.
Much better than the Super Bowl.
So now it's a four-way for the commissionership. Am I excited for it? You bet your ass I am.
I have a chance to potentially become commissioner and take power away from Tom. Yes, please and thank you. I will do that.
I am a businessman, and this business is thriving because of what I've done. If Kristian or Dagnino or Emma or anybody else wants to come for my job, I will defend it.
The Commissioner Bowl. Little bit bigger than the Super Bowl. What does John Madden think about this? I mean, you think about all the players that are playing today and all the players that aren't playing today and the people that you're watching play today or the people actually playing. But one of these people is probably gonna win. Thanks, John. Gotta love that John Madden. Thadd Williams coming out in a Bray Wyatt shirt.
Guys,
You stink!
hey! Stop it!
Get off the stage!
This is my league. This is the Schmoedown Spectacular 3. Welcome, everybody. I am your commissioner.
Boo! Throw tomatoes.
A great show for you tonight. We have 6 matches, 4 title matches, and I am going to put my commissionership on the line to start this show. And guess what? I'm going to keep it, and you're going to have me all of next year. All of it. This has been a great year. This is a wonderful culmination of a fantastic year. The Schmoedown Spectacular is our biggest event of the season, and we're so happy that you're here tonight. To get things started, we're going to have someone that I'm really good friends with that has not had any way impeded my commissionership at all. Singing the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome Miss Movies, Brianne Chandler.
She kind of hinted at this.
Thank you.
Gotta do the honors.
Give it up for Brienne, please.
Hooray for America. And all the other countries as well, because I don't play favorites.
Of the day, and assisting her will be none other than the host of the Schmoedown Rundown, Brad Gilmore.
And a special guest, Booker T.
On the desk for not just this match, but all 6 matches today, co-creator of the movie Trivia Schmoedown, pride of Williamsburg, Virginia, Baby Carrots, Mark Ellis.
Virginia? Oh, a carrot. How thoughtful. I would still give the Tetris suit a little bit of a nod, but I've got time for the Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes carrot suit to I just see Miami Dolphins.
And to celebrate the now trilogy of spectaculars, I am joined for the first match on the desk with none other than the incredibly talented Brad Gilmore and Brienne Chandler.
With the incredibly talented me watching. Said no one but me.
It brought a tear to my eye. It put a song in my heart. I am so excited to be here on the desk next to 2 talented personalities. I'm just on sale at Trader Joe's, but enough about me.
Ow! Trader Joe's has got some good stuff, though. Better than Factory Outlet Mall.
Part of the Schmoedown this year. What does it mean for you to be here at the Spectacular? What are you most looking forward to?
Ooh, actually, I'm most looking forward to the outcome of this match.
This match right here, the Commissioner Bowl.
I have a dog in this match, I will say.
This match could get a little spicy, folks. And yes, this is just the first of a slate of 6 that we have for the kids here today, Brad. We have the Commissioner Bowl. We have the team title match. We have a Star Wars title match. We have a #1 contender match. And then the final vid that you're going to get of 3 is none other than the Inner Geekdom Finals. You're going to have a champion there, as well as the singles title between John Roca and Ethan Irwin. You of the Schmoedown Rundown, you run that ship pretty well, or at least you handle Frank Janish as well as any human being can be expected to.
I do what I can.
You've been
Yeah, he from Chicago after all. Hard to put up with them people.
Here today.
Well, to me, the biggest match in the history of the movie Trivia Schmoedown goes down today. That is John Roca versus Ethan Irwin. You talk about Ethan Irwin, a guy who's making a great case for Rookie of the Year, a great case for Player of the Year, 7-1, 7-1. And then you got John Roca. John Roca with the comeback story of the century. He is like Rocky Balboa, both in age and stature. And we're
like Rocky Balboa, but which movie? Was it Rocky 4, Rocky 5, Rocky 6, Rocky 7, Rocky 8, Rocky 9, Rocky 20?
It's the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. I'm excited.
Oh boy, I can't match that.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Real Monster in WrestleMania 3. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. I don't believe it, McMahon. I do believe that Hulkamania will live on.
Give you guys the cast that we're going to see up here competing for the title of Commissioner Champ. I guess it's the Commissioner Bowl. You have Kristian Harloff, a known great competitor in the league. You have Emma Fyffe, fellow known great competitor in the league. The wild card is Thadd Williams.
They showed the Harloff versus Ellis match. No, you can't do that. You teased people.
I'll give him this. He has the record for most correct answers ever given by a governor of the state of Croatia. So, all of that.
Okay.
Brienne, who do you see taking this one?
He's proud to be a part of history.
Who do I see or who do I want to see?
Well,
okay.
You know,
who do I see taking this?
You get into.
I think that the winner of this match is probably going to have the most points, Pat.
He has the best accuracy rate out of anyone that's at the desk.
And that's really where our story starts here, is because Kristian Harloff, he was the commissioner of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. We created it together at a little Anaheim pizza joint, and then he takes it, and he's the engine that makes this thing go. Yet he ceded his commissionership to who he thought was his friend, Thadd Williams, towards the
You're no friend of mine.
Throes of competition. He made it all the way to the finals against the great Sam Levine, who is currently watching this from his perch as an Arkansas Razorback holder. He beat
Getting father to show up. Traitor.
Championship match last year at the Spectacular, and then Kristian loses. He's ready to be the commissioner again. Not so fast. Unbeknownst to him, he had signed a piece of paper.
I'm gonna miss announcing Mark Riley. He gave us some priceless memes last year.
Sure what was going on in his mind, but Brad, somebody else was pulling a lot of strings here this year. It was not just Thadd Williams.
No, you're right, and we've seen it with the corruption of the league, and you can say Mike Kalinowski as well as his special friend, if you want to say. I don't know if special friend the right word, but Mr.
Yeah,
G
your
over there,
little friend.
The marionettes. You remember the It's Gonna Be Me video with NSYNC?
I remember
they were the marionettes.
That gives a lot of kids nightmares. I prefer the Metallica Master of Puppets, but either way, I get what you're selling me.
Well,
I just prefer Muppets puppets. Does that count?
An incredible way to start off the match, but Mike Kalinowski, you know, he twisted the arm of Thadd Williams many times. It's the only reason he's even at the Spectacular today, competing for that Inner Geekdom Championship. So I'm interested to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, and Brienne, and then you enter into this fray somewhat because you've had issues with some of the people that are going to be on the desk. Tell us a little bit about your mindset right now about to call this match.
My mindset,
My
I
mindset
hate
right now,
all of
first
them.
of all, Mike, it's time. I've had enough of Mike and what he's doing with this league and the strings that he is pulling and how he's just kind of working over Thadd. But at the same time, I've been able to unionize the league a little bit to go into that and say, you know what? Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
What a weird faction that was in WWF. Ken Shamrock test Mankind in the Big Show.
George is here to ask some trivia questions and usher everybody into the Schmoedown.
Now no one can ask that on a wrestling trivia match because I've already ruined the answer.
For the most part, 2018 has been fairly shitty. It hasn't been the best. But we're coming up to Christmas time here, and I got a little bit of a gift. Sitting around, just kind of minding my own business, and lo and behold, Thaddeus Williams comes up to me and says, hey, I'm going to accept that challenge that you threw down to me months and months and months ago. I said, that's shocking. I never thought that would ever happen. I never thought you'd have the balls to do that.
I've been getting bullied all year. Kristian asked me to take over for him. It was too much for him. I did it. Nobody else wanted to do it. I did it. I've created some amazing stuff this year. You had the Anarchy tournament. You had the Inner Geekdom tournament. We wouldn't know who Mara Kanopik was if it wasn't for the Inner Geekdom tournament. This has changed the league for the better. Nobody gives me any credit for any of this.
I found out that Brienne had, for some reason that is entirely unbeknownst to me, offered Tom Dagnino a chance to compete to become the commissioner of the Schmoedown. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know why you want the homeless man who lives in the dumpster behind the building running things around here, but honestly, if Dagnino is taking a shot at it, then I am obligated to attempt to stand in the way.
Where's my mask?
You know, I'm playing a dingbat, a ding-dong, and a moron. You could put them any way you want, because they all fit that criteria.
I don't know what's going on with Kalinowski and this Paulie G character, whoever he is, but whatever they're doing, whatever they're making Thadd run around doing, they inspired him to get it back and say, let's put it all on the line. So now it's a four-way for the commissionership.
I feel like now is the time that I really have an opportunity to help reclaim order here in the Schmoedown League. I mean, I don't know what Thadd's deal is. I personally like Thadd a lot as a person, but he has definitely proven that he's not willing to stand up to bullies.
If you want to come in and say that I have to challenge a bunch of people for my job so I can keep it, fine, whatever, I'll do it. I competed in this league before. I was really good in this league. People said that I'm the better of the two people. Sorry, Aaron, please don't cut that.
Now I finally get, you know, into the ring here, and then someone goes and steals my mask. Now I got it. That's my good luck charm. You know what? I have an idea who it is, and I'll tell you what. If I find out who it is, it's going to be grand opening, grand closing for him.
I am genuinely so excited to be here with you today, Kristian and Thadd, throwing down in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Arena. And Tom, I just don't like you.
As I sit back here, win or lose, which I think I'm going to win, even without the mask. I'll still be a winner, because I always am. Period, point blank.
So I'm gonna compete, I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna keep this frickin' job, even though all these people are always coming after me, nobody takes me seriously, it's driving me insane, but you know what? It's for the betterment of the league, and I'm gonna stick with it.
I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is me having fun, answering some questions, being able to take Dagnino out, shaking Emma's hand. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to enjoy it. So, hey, Thadd, get ready. It's going down. And Mr. Mike Kalinowski, whatever you're planning on doing, whatever you got cooked up, it all ends today, brother.
All right, well, you see that? A lot of words being said.
Meanwhile,
give, some take.
Thadd,
Right now, what we're gonna introduce
Thadd,
is
do some
something
commissioning.
new for the spectacular and possibly going forward next season, and that would be notable accomplishments. First up, Kristian Harloff. He's won a crap ton of matches. He went on an incredible revenge story. And oh, by the way, he helped create the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and he's the reason why we are celebrating the Schmoedown Spectacular 3. Emma Fyffe, not only a great inner geekdom competitor, she knows her way around a Schmoedown table, and she is part of the Fyffe Club. Hell, it's named after Emma Fyffe. Thadd Williams,
That's pretty good.
notable accomplishments. He is great at a Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. He shops at Ross
Hawaiian Shirt Club member? What an accomplishment.
We'll let you know when he gets one.
Oh, that's mean.
Introductions of today's competitors, I turn it over to the much younger, handsomer than me, Brad Gilmore.
All right, here we go. Introducing first, representing Who's the Boss, with a record of 2 wins and 4 defeats, the 2016 and 2017.
Oh my God!
Finstock! Tom Dagnino. What an entrance. The mask, we're not sure. He seems a little jittery without that mask, but he does have a cutoff Bernie Kosar shirt and a Corza
Bernie Kosar, he stunk.
I was talking to someone.
I only remember him when he was backing up Marina with Miami. Wasn't quite, not quite old enough to remember him in his prime with the Browns.
With a record of 1 win and 1 defeat, representing the Fyffe Club, she is the manager of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champions, the Golden Mike, Emma Fyffe.
Hello, Clark. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Emma. That gang's here.
And Rachel, what a run these 3 have been on, along with Mark Andreyko, who's a member of the Fyffe Club this year.
And I'll have you know that is a Slytherin dress.
And their opponent, making his Movie Trivia Schmoedown singles debut, the commish, Thadd Williams.
Didn't even change shirts. That shirt's probably dirty by now. You should have at least gotten a new shirt, Thadd. Thadd. Thadd, where are you? Oh, your match is going on? Okay. Thadd! Thadd!
Ready? In. And out.
She doesn't even like it. She's helping you.
You know.
Where's your dad, Kalinowski?
You know what? I'm my own man.
And their opponent, with a record of 8 wins,
Mr. McMahon, you're fired.
Team champion. He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Kristian
You're wearing a suit. You must be a heel.
The kiwi raisin is an actual flavor.
They only
Texas.
Now he's pouring it into a chalice.
And he is pouring it into his
Chalice.
customary
Very
Collider
nice.
Live Chalice.
How are you?
Game of Thrones, Kristian
How are you?
Fuck you.
Take my hand, get down.
Temperatures
And get Turbo Man.
clearing up there. Kristian Harloff cleans up very well for a man who deep inside is just wanting to shoot squirrels.
No,
All right.
Been made already. Just looking Kalinowski or a Paulie.
Oh yeah, is he under the table?
Ralphie G,
or-
Ralphie Q. What's
I
your name?
am
Precious Paul.
I'm doing this on my own.
Doing it on my own. I swear it, Mike.
Do you have like an earpiece that Kalinowski is just talking directly to you and feeding you everything to say?
here.
and-
Don't make fun of me, Emma.
All right, I'll remind the competitors
My
we're going to try to
goodness.
have a fair fight. We have security on hand for the spectacular. We have not heard of any shenanigans happening yet. Hopefully it stays that way for all 6 matches, but particularly for this one.
This
Very
is like
true.
Feel the love in the air.
I will now try to corral all the children / primates that are currently on the desk. For the rules of round number 1, it's going to play like a
Calm down, all
extended
you
match fight when we
primates
have more than
and
one competitor,
mankeys
but round 1 is the same.
and
8
maybe a
questions gonna
magic
be
carp.
asked to the field. As soon as you hear the question that will be asked by either Brad or Brienne, simply write down your best attempt at an answer. You're going to have about 15 seconds to do so. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing of an answer in round number 1. I will remind each of the
Competitors
competitors, not only is this a
mathematically eliminated will be
match,
out.
you have 3 usages of the JTH
So we're going
throughout the duration of the match.
an
If you're not
elimination
sure
per
who's
round?
actually still
Is that
alive,
how we're doing it here?
If you are not sure you heard a question right, you need a question repeated, you want to buy yourself some time, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any time throughout the duration of the match. I shudder to think that each of these competitors is probably going to use at least 1 challenge during these 3 rounds. As soon as you are mathematically eliminated, you are out, and the rest of the competitors will continue to compete until we have a champion of the Commissioner Bowl. And now I will start with Tom Dagnino, gingerly though I may. Tom, are you ready?
Where is my mask? Do you know where it's at?
No one knows where your
Because
mask
that's a conspiracy. Listen, you know the chips have been.
I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're the dingbat.
Okay.
Now,
You're the
Finstock's mask. Where did it go?
More of a yes or no question. Emma Fyffe, are you ready?
You're telling me the CIA had something to do with the mask?
Thank you very much. Neighbor Thadd Williams, are you ready?
I'm here.
Kristian Harloff, I think I know the answer.
Yes, Emma, you're a classy individual. We're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Let's get ready for the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yay!
Spectacular.
Spectacular event and a spectacular match and maybe a spectacular outcome.
Voice, Brad Gilmore.
All right, competitors.
I love your show, by the way.
Thank you. It's very good. It's very good. But don't suck up, Kristian.
I believe he was talking to me.
Oh.
He watches movie talk daily.
Your first question. In the category of action-adventure, Peter Weller played the titular crime-fighting cop turned cyborg in how many RoboCop films?
Oh, man. You talk about an incredible franchise.
The great Kanye West song.
Has fallen on some hard times.
I love the remake, personally. Our
Michael Keaton's
RoboCop
fan.
remake.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3.
Hands down. Go to Dagnino first.
Deuce?
That is correct. I believe you're referring to the number 2.
Two more. I
That
said
is
3.
incorrect.
Oh.
I got one right.
He also has 2, and Kristian Harloff also has 2. All right.
He was not in RoboCop 3?
Emma Fyffe
Interesting.
trails early on in the match.
Interesting.
Next question up from Brienne
Your
Chandler.
second question from Animated. In 2015's The Peanuts movie, Charlie Brown falls in love with a new student with what color hair?
My favorite Charlie Brown
Lucy.
special is
remember anything about this
Valentine's Day one. Because right after that, Star Wars came on in 1989.
5,
4, 3, 2,
I'll just say red hair.
1. Pens down, Emma Fyffe.
It'd be the little redhead girl.
It would be the little redhead
Okay.
girl, Thadd Williams.
Red.
He doesn't need help yet. Kristian got it. Did Dagnino.
Ginger. Red.
Okay, yes. We will accept that.
We'll accept it, but God,
Don't change.
you just make everything more difficult.
Everything difficult.
Everybody's got 2s. Emma Fyffe trailing by just a point as we move on to the next question, Brad.
All right, your third question in the category of dramas. What 2001 war film features a huge ensemble cast including Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, and Josh Hartnett?
Boy, you talk about a lot of hunkery.
This is my favorite war
You had
film,
every poster of
actually.
these men on your wall.
I mean, I don't know exactly.
Orlando Bloom perhaps with a bow and arrow.
Repeat the question.
You can
I
certainly
don't
do that.
remember it.
What
I have a
2001
feeling.
war film features a huge ensemble cast, including Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, Orlando Bloom, and Josh Hartnett?
All right. I'd love to play like an F, Marry, Kill, but then there'd still be one left to hang out with. 5.
You can't F them all.
4.
He's your dad.
2. View the energy. 1. Pens down, Thadd Williams.
Black Hawk Down?
It is Black Hawk
Oh.
Down. Kristian
Black
Harloff.
Hawk Down.
He also had it. Did Tom?
Pearl Harbor.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Pearl Harbor sucks.
Black Hawk Down.
This guess was probably better than mine. I said Enemy at the Gates.
Kristian Harloff and Thadd Williams.
I'm not ashamed. I'll reveal my bad answers when I can actually get a genre movie.
Question 4. Family films. 2009's G-Force follows a team of what specially trained type of animal as they try to save the world?
And this is my favorite moment in movie trivia Schmoedown, when you get that first good laugh out of RB3.
Family films.
You hear the little giggle, and then it just continues to perpetuate.
It's infectious.
The whole town knows it's happening.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this movie.
4, 3.
Let's go with
2,
rabbits.
1. Pens down, Kristian George.
Everyone loves monkeys.
That is not monkeys.
They don't.
Take a hint from the name of the movie. G-Force, did you have it, Tom?
Incredibles?
Yes, everyone's favorite animal.
What do we are animals? Emma Fyffe?
I believe that the answer is guinea pig.
It is in fact guinea pig. Thadd Williams also has guinea pigs with a question mark. We will accept it as John Roca knows. We don't care about punctuation around these parts. So
Wow.
Still perfect.
Guinea
Okay.
pigs.
4 and Thadd
Yeah.
Williams, that's a
G-Force,
great
guinea
answer.
pigs.
Thadd Williams gets the next 4.
Guinea
He's gonna have a
force.
bonus question asked just for him because he is currently in the lead as we go back to Brad Gilmore.
Got an earpiece.
All right, here we go. Question number 5 in fantasy sci-fi. Who plays Trinity in the Matrix trilogy?
I love the reaction of Finstock just hearing the category threw him off. He heard fantasy, and it's like he wanted to leave the building, which is a fantasy of mine.
5, 4, 3,
You're a great pickup.
2.
1. Pens down, we go back to Dagnino.
Carrie Ann Moss?
He got it.
Yeah.
Was Fred in the category?
Carrie Ann Moss.
As did Emma Fyffe.
I didn't get it.
Thadd Williams can't.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Kristian Harloff does.
I got nothing too.
Three-way tie.
Back to our three-way tie that we kicked off with right after the first question. Emma Fyffe trailing, not trailing anymore. Now Finstock finds himself down by 1 as we go to the world of comedies.
Comedies. Question 6.
And there
I
it
know
is.
you too well, buddy.
Who directed the 1988 comedy classic Coming to America? This was the first rated R film that my parents let me watch as a kid.
Oh. Well, I think that it ended up going very well for you.
Did it?
Because you have a potty mouth.
Oh, in 5.
4, 3. You don't curse that much. 2.
I don't.
1. Pens down. We go to Emma Fyffe.
Oh.
Repeat the question.
You did get to repeat the
Yeah.
question in, so Brian will ask it again. Just under the
I
gun.
will ask it again. Who directed the 1988 comedy classic Coming to America?
Got to give props to Emma Fyffe there quickly.
I don't even think this answer's even close.
Yes, she did
But
well.
who cares? I'm dumb.
I didn't see it.
So forgive me.
4,
I think it's wrong ananyway.
2, 1.
Mel
Let's find out
Brooks.
if you're
Went like 80s classic John Landis.
You are correct.
Oh, it's the other one.
Landis, Thadd Williams,
I had it, and then
he had it. And the crowd lustily applauses Kristian Harloff from Sexual Chocolate.
Oh
You
my
did not have
goodness.
it.
What is
I am
happening
shocked,
right
Tom
now?
Dagnino.
Martin Brest.
Okay, no, but
Okay,
he's
first
right.
of all, that's
Did
not how you
Sheely-
spell Mr. Brest's name.
Did you spell breast
is
like
how you
breast?
spell it.
What?
Actually.
Chadwick Boseman?
I believe it's just B-R-E-S-T for Martin Brest.
I'm wrong.
There you go.
All right, so now we find ourselves in all sorts of chaos as Emma Fyffe, who was trailing in the first half of the match, finds herself with a 5 to 4 to 4 to 3 lead over Tom Dagnino. The penultimate question in this category goes to Mr. Brad Gilmore.
All right, in the category of horror thriller,
Oh, well.
what 1999 horror film had the tagline, "Heads will roll"?
That was a tagline at the Ellis family every Saturday.
What was
Dad
happening?
upset. He was. I was
Repeat
one
the
of
question.
his.
Yes, what 1999 horror film had the tagline, "Heads will roll"?
And,
You like how I kind of, my cadence there?
Yeah.
I think that you
Dun,
are
dun, dun.
Dun, 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 yes.
Yeah.
It's
Very
like
nice.
it's like a quarter note and then 2/8 notes.
5. I'm glad I'm putting you through broadcasting school. You're making my money pay off. 3, 2, 1 pens down Thadd Williams.
My handwriting is atrocious. Sleepy Hollow?
It is Sleepy Hollow. Did Kristian Harloff
That
have
makes
it?
sense.
It doesn't say anything.
It really doesn't. Pumpkin.
I said Saul.
Pump you up.
That makes sense. Sleepy Hollow.
Over to Finstock.
AKA corruption with a little stupid thing.
Hotel Kill?
That's not a movie.
The tagline for this film, which was much later, was "He just wants his machete back."
It is not Jason X either, and so we have a two-way tie at the top between Emma Fyffe and Thadd Williams. Kristian trails by 1, Finstock trailing them both by 2 as we go to the last category. Brienne, the 90s, pretty good decade for us.
I loved the 90s.
Good time.
I love the 90s.
Can I challenge that? I want to challenge that.
You're going to challenge.
Was it listed under thriller or is it listed under fantasy?
Horror.
Oh, dark fantasy.
Thriller.
It was horror thriller.
Yeah, no, but the movie itself is it listed?
Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, so that's the
Is
challenge.
this what you're going to use your challenge
I know
for?
what the movie
You
is,
can.
fuckface.
So you're challenging.
Yes.
I'm going to challenge it. I want to
An official challenge is in. We are going
We're
to
gonna
check this
take
out.
I'm not so sure about this.
We're back after the challenge. It was curiously issued by Kristian Harloff as though he just wants today to go even longer. Sleepy Hollow goes by a number of different categorizations. It has been called a fantasy. It's been called a gothic film on IMDb. It is listed as a horror movie. That's what we're going with. It is considered a horror film. It can fit into many genres, as many of the questions that we ask here today feature movies that can be categorized as multiple genres. Again, the guy didn't know John Landis directed Coming to America. Can you really trust him? All right. That's
Coming to America? Fuck off.
I should have got that.
Sexual chocolate, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we go to Brienne. I
I'm gonna
digress.
read it.
Now we get to talk about 90s movies once again.
We do.
Yeah, let's pull that up right here.
Let's go back.
And there you are.
Think of
I
90s
love
movies.
the
Who
90s.
stars as Tracy Flick, an irritating overachiever who goes to great lengths to become the president of the student council in 1999's election?
Brad Gilmore, just for the record, your age, sir? Your age?
How's that relevant?
Did you live through Windows 95?
What's that?
It was awesome.
I'm unfamiliar
Rolling
with the
Stones,
term.
Start me up. 5, 4,
I remember
3,
seeing
2,
this movie.
1. Pens down.
Trailers.
Kristian Harloff's up
Reese
first.
Witherspoon.
He got that one.
Oh, it's the...
And Kristian goes into the realm of 5-pointers for now. Dagnino.
I was set up on a blind date with her once, but I didn't go.
Okay.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
There you go.
He got it. He pulls the
The
full
one,
points.
the actress I always guess when it's an actress question, and it's finally the right answer.
Thadd Williams, both achieving 6 points in round number 1. That's a pretty
This ain't
impressive
fair at all.
point total in round number 1, regardless of who you are. Or what
I would have
you're
had
competing
3
for. One
if
behind
I'd
number
have just
5.
guessed the
Finstock
same
picking
actress
up
I
the
always
second
guess
at
on an
4
actress
points.
question.
And now we move on to
Especially
round
around
number
that
2.
era.
This is known as the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, and will be serving justice. That wheel is currently featuring sponsored slices, and the wheel itself is sponsored by our own Nathan Ovendale. Crowd, how about a round of applause for Nathan?
I talk to Nathan on a regular basis. Thank you, Nathan.
You talk to me too, but it's just usually thanks. Okay, can do.
Maybe you'll be like Nathan and have your name read during a future spectacular match. Nathan's particular slices that he wanted to sponsor on his wheel, scores and soundtracks, and movie taglines. Once again, thank you, Nathan. Each competitor
Scores and soundtracks. That's a Kristian Harloff category. Biased.
3 questions from said genre. Each
Rant
worth 2
over.
points. If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing in round number 2. Here's how a steal would work.
I'm actually surprised that there's real sponsors on there because we were actually told they weren't doing any more after during this month. So who knows? I'm sad.
Sequential order once your name is called. Hopefully that's
I'm just more sad that I'm dumb.
Okay, let's get the spinning going. It is Emma and Thadd, and I believe I will defer to Emma Fyffe because she is sitting in the closest to the favorites chair, which is somehow occupied by Tom Dagnino. Emma Fyffe, would you like to spin first or defer?
I will, yeah, I'll spin
Emma's
first.
going to go ahead and kick us off here. Opponent's
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel.
Because we have 4 competitors spinning the wheel. The odds are good here, Brad.
The odds are definitely good, and as the wheel goes round and around, well, there's no Harry Number. Let us see.
I like how she moved the wheel a little bit before she spun it. I think that's a great strategy.
That's something that I've noticed competitors doing.
What she wanted.
It could be musicals.
She seems happy with musicals.
Let's see if Mark Andreyko invoked any musical knowledge.
So Emma and Fyffe will now have the challenge of answering 3 questions from the category of musicals. I think it's only appropriate to have Brianne Chandler be the one that asks you said questions from the category of musicals.
Your first question, Emma. What is the opening song of Prince's 1984 rock musical, Purple Rain?
Give me the multiple choice.
Is it A, Let's Go Crazy, B, When Doves Cry, C, The Beautiful Ones, D, Purple Rain?
I'm going to go with B, When Doves Cry.
That is incorrect.
So
The
now
Beautiful
the other
Ones.
competitor is going to give you about 5 or 10 seconds to write down your attempt at a steal. This is going to be worth 1 point because Emma did ask for multiple choice. We'll give the options one more time. Is it A, Let's Go Crazy, B, When Doves Cry, C, The Beautiful Ones, or D, Purple Rain? We go to Dagnino first.
My beautiful girlfriend took me on my birthday.
We didn't ask for a story, just the answer.
Thank you. Just the answer.
Just Let's Go Crazy.
That is
It
correct.
is in fact correct for 1 point.
Let's Go Crazy.
Thad got it at Kristian.
Purple Rain.
He put Purple Rain.
Now Thadd Williams is taking a lead.
That's right, and I just noticed that Sam Levine has flown in from Arkansas to be here in studio today. He reacted violently to that question. And now we move on to the next
second
question.
What musical has the most Academy Award Oscar wins?
West Side Story.
That is correct.
Wow. Quick on the draw is Emma Fyffe.
That one. Okay. Your third and final question. In Rent, what term of endearment does Maureen use to refer to her lovers?
Ooh. Oh, Pookie.
That is correct.
Pookie and Emma Fyffe, she walks up to the wheel. The wheel's going to go through a lot today. She spun the category she wanted with musicals, and she finds herself enjoying a lead 10-7 to 5-5. Thadd Williams, you are mathematically up next, and he appears to want to spin. Here he goes.
Sure, why not?
Good up there, Fred.
Ah, and the crowd goes bad. You bad, Thadd. Not as good as bad Brad, though.
And spin the wheel because somebody else can take the category you want.
Absolutely. Crowd cheering for opponent's choice, but they're, oh man, singing.
It is in the world of comedy.
Yeah.
You want to keep it? I don't want no more booing. Boo. Boo that man. Boo, boo, boo.
That wheel scares me.
Yeah.
All right, Thadd Williams, you spun comedies. You enjoy a good laugh, as your shirt indicates, and we're going to give you
Says the man in the orange
3
suit.
questions.
I mean, come on.
All right, Thad, your first question in the world of comedies of 3. Who plays Hitman Jimmy the Tulip in The Whole 9 Yards?
Bruce Willis.
That is correct for 2 points. Did not need.
And the crowd goes wild.
Not impressed by that answer.
Very silent here. Okay, Thad, your next question. In the 2009 film I Love You, Man, Paul Rudd is a real estate agent who is trying to sell what celebrity's mansion?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, David Hasselhoff, B, Lou Ferrigno, C, Tom Selleck, or D, Patton Oswalt?
Patton Oswalt.
Lou Ferrigno.
1 point.
Ooh,
for Thad
the Hulk.
Slap in the basement.
Lou Ferrigno, the
Next
Hulk.
question, Thad. In the world of romantic comedies.
Romantic comedies?
Sorry, your last question in the world of
Just comedy. Just come.
Your question is, what was the name of the summer camp Wednesday and Pugsley are sent to in Addams Family Values?
Wow, it's really Sklucky.
Oh, man. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Camp Anawana, B, Camp Chippewa, C, Camp Kikaki, or D,
Camp Kikaki.
Tamaqua?
Camp Kikaki.
B.
You said B?
B as in boy.
Then I'll give you a point.
Oh, it is Chippewa.
Wow,
I knew it was B or C. Chippewa. I thought Chippewa for a second, then Kalaki sounded familiar. Where have I heard Kalaki? It's probably an Indian tribe. That's probably where I've heard Kalaki.
Well, now action. Kristian Harloff.
Need a big round, Kristian. I sense scores and soundtracks approaching.
You gotta figure they're gonna go crazy if he gets spinner's choice here, but this could be much more simple.
We're Sly and Arnie. Oh no!
Opponent's choice. And now we find ourselves in the position where the other three competitors must get together.
Robin Williams.
Which category they're going to
Actually, that's not been spun ever.
If it was me,
So I think it's been spun once.
I think I'd probably give him. I think I'd probably give Kristian maybe 80.
We'll let Tom speak for us.
Okay,
for once.
Tom, what category would you like to give to
We
Kristian?
usually don't collaborate with people like this, but we did on this one. You know, we feel that Harloff, he's a loser anyway, so we're going to go with taglines for him.
Movie tagline.
Emma's dead.
Actually, that could work out. Some of them could be pretty basic.
Already dead to him, I think. That was the implication.
All right, movie taglines, Kristian.
Son of a bitch.
All right, your first question.
All right.
In the world of movie taglines, what action comedy features the tagline, "When he said I do, he never said what he did"?
Jesus.
True Lies.
Give Kristian 2 points. All right, Kristian, your next question. Released in the year 2013, what cop comedy had the tagline "Good Cop, Mad Cop"?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, The Heat, B, Hot Pursuit, C, 21 Jump Street, or D, Ride Along?
What's the? Give me the options again.
Is it A, The Heat, B, Hot Pursuit, C, 21 Jump Street, or D, Ride Along?
Ride Along.
It is incorrect. So
It's The
if
Heat.
the other competitors are going to give you the options one
I
more
think
time,
it is The
it
Heat.
A, The Heat, B, Hot Pursuit, C, 21 Jump Street, or D, Ride Along? Please finalize your answers, and we'll start with Thadd Williams.
A.
It is A, The Heat.
A,
Did
The
Emma
Heat.
Fyffe have it? Did Tom Dagnino have it?
Did I? I don't know.
You did not.
No, you did not. You didn't.
In no world did you. Kristian misses it, but Thadd and Emma each steal a point from Kristian
Oh,
Harloff,
dear.
maybe considered by many the favorite going into this match. He gets a couple points stolen from him, respectively, by 2 other competitors that are not named Finstock. So right now, Kristian has 1 question left. The best he can do is get within 3 points of Emma Fyffe, and he's got to get this one right. Kristian, your last question in the world of movie taglines, which you so lustily wanted to get. Which Bond film's tagline was "The dead are alive"?
It's multiple choice.
Is it A, Spectre, B, A View to Kill, C, The Living Daylights, or D, You Only Live Twice?
You only live twice.
C.
That is incorrect. Once again for the steal, and Kristian treating multiple pieces of equipment here at the Schmoedown very poorly. Is it A, Spectre, B, A View to Kill, C, The Living Daylights, or D, You Only Live Twice?
You only
Okay,
live
everybody's
twice.
got their options. Thadd Williams
What
first.
Harloff say?
D.
D is incorrect.
Oh.
Emma Fyffe?
A Spectre.
She
Yes.
did have A,
Oh,
Spectre, and
Spectre?
she gets another point. Tom Dagnino, did you have it? That is not an A, that is in fact a B. Nice effort.
Very nice call.
So Emma Fyffe getting a steal here, Brad. She finds herself enjoying a lead with Thadd. 12-12. Harloff trailing by 5 points, down to 7 points, then Finstock at 5, but it's his spin, Brienne. What do you think he wants?
Oh gosh, I would go with sports movies for him.
Head
That's
up
what
there
he's
anytime,
looking at.
Tommy.
Yeah, let's get this.
And
show
don't
on the
worry.
road. I mean, it's a
Don't worry,
long day.
Finstock. You're probably not going to get any more sports questions that I came up with.
But you can't count Finstock out. Any man who walks around with a bare midriff has a shot at winning the game.
That's right. So we had football practice in the late 1980s. You know, Tom Dagnino spinning here. The problem
He's got
with
three.
trying
He's
to
got 3
get
wedges he
around
might
two
want.
at this point
He
is
might
that
want
he
Arnie
only
and
has
Sly
3
too.
questions to answer, and so if you don't get a couple steals, Tom had the opportunity to make steals. He just missed the questions. That might come back to haunt him regardless of how well he does in his own category.
You
But if you get
zoom in
all
on the
3 of them,
beauty
you'll
of
be
that
within
wheel.
striking distance going into the third round. But here we
This
are.
might not be
Sly
good.
and Arnie.
Oh no!
Opponent's choice.
It's just not meant to be.
Well,
Seems like
They don't even have to
Scores
compete.
and soundtracks.
they're going to give him scores and soundtracks. Here you go. Brad, you can cheat off Neo and get
Well, that's exactly what Kristian would want to get back in the game.
too far there.
Oh.
All right,
Don't use multiple choice.
I backfired.
Just shoot for the stars. Don't use multiple choice.
It backfired here.
Well, there's only two answers.
No,
John Williams
think
or
about it. You get 6 points. You got a good shot. So just shoot for the stars.
All right, so Tom Dagnino spinning opponent's choice. Kristian was not hesitating by reminding his fellow competitors we should give Tom scores and soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to have to
Did
answer.
they even confer, or did Kristian just say, hey, here we go?
All right, Finstock. In the category of scores and soundtracks, your first question. Who composed the music for the Hunger Games?
You can just answer, Tom. You don't need to write it down.
Alan Silvestri.
That is incorrect. So now for the steal, reminder, Tom did not ask for multiple choice, so we will not provide multiple choice to...
But do we give them a few extra seconds to write it down?
We'll give them a little bit of time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know.
We'll go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Thomas Newman.
Please, Emma Fyffe first.
This is not right, but I went with Game of Thrones composer Ramin Djawadi.
That is, you are right. It is not right.
Also, more than likely incorrect, Alexandre Desplat.
No, sir.
I thought it was James Newton Howard, but I put Danny Elfman.
Oh.
He probably should have kept that
He
first.
should have kept the original one because that was the answer.
Okay.
Saying there's a chance.
It's almost like not.
Scores and soundtrack. Anything on that goddamn wheel.
That's just not my day.
Bullshit.
I have not seen Finstock this erratic.
Well, because
this
you know what? Because usually doesn't go my way like
He is visibly angry.
I've never seen him this mad on a performance stage before.
I've never seen him in person before.
Well, you're a lucky one.
Here we go. Question number 2. In scores and soundtracks, Mr. Dagnino. Scores and soundtracks. Question number 2. Please get this one correct. Who performed Back in Time from Back to the Future?
Oh, I know that. He's a Lothario. His name is, and he's a legend in the streets. His name is Huey Lewis.
That's right.
That is correct.
Huey Lewis,
That is correct.
a legend. Huey Lewis doing Back in Time from Back to the Future.
I'm going to challenge this.
Boom.
Talk about it.
Challenge. The band is Huey Lewis and the News.
No,
This was not a. He was not a solo artist for the song.
Doesn't make a difference.
All right, we're gonna
The
take it
question
under
was who
review.
performed the song. The answer is Huey Lewis and the News. Challenge.
He might win that. He's not wrong.
We're back, and after consulting lengthily with a number of our judges here,
Lethally.
make a ruling now on whether Tom Dagnino should be awarded the points for saying Huey Lewis performed Back in Time from Back to the Future. It's going to be a controversial ruling either way, I'm sure, but there's two factors here. One is that it's not like you're saying the Beatles or the Rolling Stones and you answered Mick Jagger, John Lennon, or Paul McCartney. You actually did get the name right of the front man, the leader of the band, Huey Lewis, and I jumped in pretty quickly to my own fault and gave Tom the 2 points without following up and asking if he did know the news. It is my confident assertion that Tom Dagnino does know that it's Huey Lewis in the news. I am giving Tom Dagnino the 2 points for answering Huey Lewis.
I don't know about that.
I had to try.
I think it was a worthy challenge by Thadd, and it just so happens that Huey Lewis in the News is Thadd's all-time favorite band, so there you go.
I had to try.
All right. Question.
Hey, if I can get 2 points on a movie and score.
Translation, anything to keep it interesting.
To ask to Tom Dagnino.
Mr. Dagnino, your third question in the category of scores and soundtracks. For what film did Italian composer Ennio Morricone win his first Oscar for Best Original Score?
What's the year?
We can't give you any other information.
You fucking kidding me?
This could be like, this could be 1920 or it could be 2018. What's his name again? Repeat the question, please. Repeat the question.
Okay, he's using another JT.
Name again.
For what film did Italian composer Ennio Morricone win his first Oscar for Best Original Score?
The artist.
You know what? I'm going to go to multiple choice because, you know what? I'm not giving these losers 2 points.
Okay,
All right.
Not that anybody knows this.
Your
Leo
options-
Marconi. What do you
Stop talking.
Your
make the
options
piano?
are,
All right, go ahead.
Mr. Dagnino, your options are A, The Mission, B, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, C, The Hateful Eight, or D, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Good, bad, and the
No,
other.
you can
You
just
don't
tell
have to
us.
write it. You can verbalize.
You can just tell us.
Let me get those numbers again. Let me get those A, B, C, D.
Repeat those numbers again.
Let me get them
A,
again.
The Mission, B, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, C, The Hateful Eight, or D, Once Upon a Time in the West.
I'm going to go with C.
And that's what he does.
C is correct.
And that's
C
what
is
he
correct.
does.
Wow.
Takes up a lengthy amount of time, but he does get the correct answer after multiple choice readings. Tom Dagnino finds himself actually up by 1 on Harloff, who surprisingly, to my shock, is trailing the field by at least 1 point.
And Harloff bringing up the rear.
Thadd Williams 12 points.
But he's keeping a steady pace. Only 4 lengths behind. 5 lengths behind. Excuse me. Me can't count.
Going into round number 3.
All right. I have no idea who's going to get them all right. I kind of hope that Bob does. But I have no idea.
Cannot say I was expecting this.
You know, I will say. I go off momentum, and right now, in my opinion, the momentum is on Thadd's side.
Okay, the momentum is on Thadd's side, and here's
wow.
Number 3.
Never thought I'd hear that in a million years.
That will determine the fate of the Commissioner Bowl. We're going to get numbers from each and every one of these numbers are a series of 3 numbers that can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a
I'll take the numbers.
win. Know how your first question is going to be worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your final question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. Here's how we get the numbers. We're going to take them from whoever has the most points going into round number 3. It's tied between Emma Fyffe and Thadd Williams. Emma Fyffe, you are considered the favorite amongst the 2 of you, and we'll take your numbers at your leisure.
7, 12, and 16.
7, 12, and 16 for Emma Fyffe. Thadd Williams.
After 4 people say them?
We'll help you.
6, 13, 8.
13, 8.
Tom?
All right. Kristian Harloff, you're trailing Finstock, so we get Finstock's numbers first. Tom,
forgot.
Your numbers.
Is 17 took?
17 is not.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Is 4 took?
4 is not taken.
Taken.
It's not animated, right?
We don't know.
You actually guess it.
Go with 4. And what's the other one? What's left? Let's go
many
with.
numbers
Is there
still
1
on the
left?
table.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm number 1. Let's go with number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm actually going to echo him. How many are left?
Okay, well, you can do simple math and
I wasn't paying attention.
There's
Just
9
give us some
numbers. Just give us your numbers. We'll tell you if they're taken.
19.
Not taken. Well done.
Good.
11.
That works.
You're on fire.
Nobody takes that number.
We already got
1 has already been taken.
3.
1 has been taken.
3 is good. And
Nice.
the number of 1980.
We survived number picking. Yay!
All right, 1911 and 3.
Give them a hand. They got numbers right.
Competitor. That's exciting action taking place off camera. Kristian Harloff.
Yeah.
Surprised that I'm asking my compadre here in the Schmoedown first, but you have a chance to catch up now.
Yeah,
you can get some points.
On my way today.
You set number 2. You set number 19. That's your 2-point question, and that corresponds to movie quotes.
All right, perfect.
Movie quotes.
Adios, muchachos.
Your first question. In what classic film will you hear the famous quote, "Here's looking at you, kid"?
Casablanca.
2 points for Kristian Harloff.
All right.
You also could hear it in the pilot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 87 Fred Wolf series. Here's looking at you, kid. Well, it's a slight improvement.
Okay. And your question for 2 points. Who wrote and directed the 2016 film Suicide Squad?
David Ayers.
That is incorrect. Looking for David Ayer. David Ayer.
Whoa, I'm challenging him.
You can use your challenge if you want.
Yeah, I'm challenging him right now.
Okay.
All right.
Finstock has challenged
David Ayer.
the
I said David Ayers.
The third challenge of the game so far.
Third challenge of the game so far.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have a ruling.
The ruling is in. I need all
The ruling's confirmed.
to be silent. I need the crowd to be silent. I have made my ruling. The ruling is that Tom is not awarded the 2 points because the correct director is David Ayer and the News. That is the answer.
Ow!
Tom Dagnino
Get off the stage!
his question to be asked to see if he can regain the lead, at least over Kristian Harloff. Tom, you said number 4 for your 3-point category, and that is in the realm of young ladies who movies I'm sure you've seen multiple times. That would be Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah, she's my favorite.
Angelina Jolie.
She was great.
And your question?
Geely.
for
G.
3 points.
Sorry.
Who co-starred as Angelina Jolie's love interest in Original Sin?
What year was that?
Can't tell you.
Not how this works.
Once again, cannot tell you that. I can just give you a
Original
countdown.
Sin,
5, 4,
Repeat the question.
3. That's your last JTE
No,
rule.
it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
certainly
it is. I think you were gifted another one earlier.
More at least.
Tom, your question is who co-starred as Angelina Jolie's love interest in Original Sin?
I think that was like 1990s, like 84, right? Kidding. It's like 2000.
And we're going to go to 5.
I'm going to go with Antonio Banderas.
4. It is Antonio Banderas.
Did he say Banderos, though?
I think he said Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. That was Finstock's three-pointer.
So now back to Kristian Harloff.
That's right. We go back to Kristian. It's called the Commissioner Bowl. Right now, it's a toilet bowl between Kristian and Tom.
Hey, I'm only one down.
Kristian, we go to number 11 for your 3-point question to regain the lead on Tom. And now it's going to get interesting because if Kristian hits this, it's his 3-point question. He's going to be tied at the top with Emma and Thadd. Kristian, for number 11, the number of Super Bowl legend Mark Rippon. I'm sorry, which category did you want?
That wasn't me.
Okay, because the category you're getting is a young man named Charlie Sheen.
He's the best.
Charlie Sheen. All right.
Winning.
Your question is,
Major League.
in the film Major League, the owner wanted to finish in last place so she can move the team to what city?
Miami.
She didn't want to go to Miami.
Correct.
He's seen Charlie Sheen movies. And
At
so
least
now,
Major League.
Kristian Harloff finds himself at his, what I would consider to be his rightful place in this matchup, the top. However, Thadd and Emma have not had to answer a question yet, nor will they yet, because we go to Tom Finstock's last-ditch effort to stay in the game.
It shouldn't be, though. I should have 13.
Get out of here.
This is for the lead.
This is for the lead. That is correct, Brad. Finstock, you can be enjoying a 4-point lead if you get this question.
I should be enjoying like a 7-point lead right now.
And you selected number
I should be up by a
1.
billion zillion
Number 1
points.
corresponds to the world of sports movies.
Ah,
Okay. Well, if I don't get this right, I'm an idiot.
Your question.
and Little
Sports
Giants.
movies. What football movie features performances by Craig Sheffer, James Caan, and Halle Berry? And we're going to give you the count. 5,
James Caan,
4,
Halle Berry.
3, 2, 1.
Any Given Sunday?
That is incorrect. Looking for the program.
Thank you for
The
playing.
program. And
Goodbye.
Tom Dagnino. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well done.
We still love you.
For
If
me
you just said
as
Omar Epps.
Tom Dagnino.
Why? Wait, who's what?
These are all points that
Come
you're
on,
not accruing.
Lucky. I mean, Omar Epps needs to be there. Who's the other guy?
So
Jonathan
now,
what?
Come on, let me spin the wheel again.
Booth, can we just shut his mic off?
Yeah, I
Is
think
the
that-
question I have.
that sounds like a-
Try to do that. He is
Okay,
exiting
okay.
the
All
stage.
right.
For
Thank you.
everybody. Thad
Thank
Williams, you're up next.
God.
Mercifully for all of us here. Thad Williams, your first question comes from category 6. And your 2-point question is going to be from the wild, the wonderful world of musicals.
All right.
It is a wonderful world, I will say.
What a wonderful world
Who plays
it would
the lead
be.
role Sophie in the film Mamma Mia?
Oh shit.
This is for the lead. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Meryl Streep.
1. Looking for Amanda Seyfried.
Yes.
So now we're going to go to Emma. And Emma Fyffe, your 2-point question, you selected number 7. So number 7, Joe Theismann's number, corresponds to crime movies. So crime movies. If we could reverse the categories, perhaps.
I know, that would be great.
But you're stuck with crime movies, and your question is, who plays the titular Leon in Luc Besson's Leon the Professional?
Oh, God.
Cara Delevingne. Because why not?
5.
It's just not coming. It's not gonna happen.
3,
No, it's
2,
not coming to my brain at all.
1. It's not coming. Looking for Jean Reno. Jean
Oh.
Reno is.
Didn't even have the right nationality, I
Go
bet.
back to
1 second, we're gonna
bounce back to you.
dim this down a little teeny bit.
Your
Still looking like a
category
ghost, but
is
that's all right.
for 3 points and the lead, the lovely Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Your question is, in the film Mona Lisa Smile, who plays the highly opinionated student Betty Warren, who, after Catherine's support, files for divorce and studies law?
Oh, crap. I've seen this movie. What is
Go to 5, 4,
Maggie
3.
Gyllenhaal. I have no clue.
Looking for Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, man. So close.
I would have had
Kirsten Dunst.
Use some repeats, Dad. Thought you've played the game before.
Because of this guy.
Save them.
All right.
Okay.
So now we
Question.
bounce back to Emma Fyffe here. All right.
Crowd definitely behind the golden mic.
The crowd in the home stretch here as we waste yet another round 3 question on the Commissioner Bowl. You, for your 3-pointer, you selected number 12, and that corresponds up here to new releases.
Okay.
And your new release question is, who played Rosalie, the woman who joins Christian Bale's party in 2017's Hostels?
Jesus.
Go to 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
I can do that. Who played Rosalie, the woman who joins Christian Bale's party in 2017's Hostels?
I will say
5, 4.
I wouldn't even have a guess.
3.
Kate Blanchett.
2. Looking for Rosamund Pike. Rosamund Pike. And
Rosamund Pike? Who the hell is that?
Yes.
Never heard of you. Sorry.
Guesses that are inaccurate, but that does find us with quite a lot of drama here.
This is the football follies of Schmoedown.
Chandler, we find ourselves tied at 12.
I can't take it anymore.
Each
Can we finish
competitor
this game?
has their 5-point question left. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off the movie trivia Schmoedown Spectacular. Kristian Harloff, you're right back in the match now.
Yeah.
And your question. You
Yeah,
selected
how'd that
category
happen?
3 for 5 points. This comes from the world of directors. And your question. Which renowned filmmaker played himself in Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard? Go to 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Certainly can do that. Which renowned
do I have left?
filmmaker?
How many do I have left?
You have one more repeat after this. Which renowned filmmaker played himself in Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
2. Which renowned filmmaker played himself in Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard? Not yet. Go to 5.
I don't even think he was around. John Huston.
That is incorrectly for Cecil B. DeMille.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Somebody between Thadd
Cecil B.
and
DeMille.
for their
Cecil
close-up.
B. DeMille.
As we move on to Thadd Williams, can he get his 5-point question?
Didn't quite work as well as Cruella DeVille.
The Schmoedown finds itself in. Thadd Williams, you selected number 8 for your 5-point question. That corresponds to a category maybe that you've seen multiple times. That would be romantic comedies.
Fine.
Romantic comedies. And your question is,
Fine.
in My Big
Could be
Fat Greek
worse.
Wedding, what is the name of the restaurant that Tula's parents own?
Wow.
This is one of my favorite questions.
Wow. Is correct. Wow.
Shut your face.
Gonna go to 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
I can do that. In My Big Fat Greek Wedding, what is the name of the restaurant that Tula's parents own? And once again, we go to 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
In My Big Fat Greek Wedding, what is the name of the restaurant that Tula's parents own? That's your final JTE rule. 5, 4, 3.
Athens Grill. I got
2.
nothing.
Looking for Dancing Zorbas.
I appreciate Athens.
Everybody's favorite.
Dancing Zorbas. They have a chain of that in Houston?
They do.
They do have a Dancing Zorbas.
Oh well, you tried.
It's right next to your favorite
I do know the
pasta.
Dancing Zorbas.
Emma Fyffe.
Oh, it comes down to Emma and the Schmoedown community
The
explodes.
good news is the stage has been set for you to knock this 5-pointer out of the park and walk away from the Commissioner Bowl winner and to give us all a much easier time.
Oh, dear.
The problem,
the
bad news, is that number 16 corresponds to a 5-pointer from the world of Sly and Arnie films.
If it was written before. What number was that?
Oh well, you tried.
This is destiny.
I'll tell you this.
Which Rocky film will you hear the Chipmunk song? Rocky 4! Duh!
Ladies and gentlemen, how can you tell the Schmoedown's not scripted? Because I would have not approved of what we're seeing. Your question, Emma. And to dear God get it right to save us from sudden death. Name 2 of the stalkers in The Running Man.
Having never seen The Running Man, we're gonna go with Bob and Bartholomew.
Right there. Sub-Zero, Buzzsaw, Fireball, Dynamo, Captain Freedom.
Bob and Tom. Doot doot. Bob and Tom.
I can't believe that.
Oh.
Well, look, now I feel bad for recruiting Brad and Brian.
Sure.
You all were expecting a good match with 3 rounds. Now we move to sudden death. Are my co-announcers doing okay? Are you hydrated? Do you need any sustenance? Should we move on to sudden death?
Let's do it so we can get it over with.
There's that,
Yeah.
but I
More
don't
liquor,
necessarily
more
think
liquor,
this means it's
morphine.
It's just a close game. It's a game that keeps going.
It actually is a really great game.
It's the Energizer Bunny of all matches.
12, a score that will
live. Sudden death. Here are the rules. In sudden death, feels like round 1 a little bit, except with much more of an intense pressure spotlight. We're going to ask a question up here at the answer desk. The question is asked to the field. Competitors, once they hear it, have 15 seconds to write down their best attempt at a correct answer. Once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please do so. Show your whiteboard to the camera at the same time you verbalize it in the microphone. Here's where it gets
Let's
tricky.
see if I can win the commissionership.
If you get an answer incorrect,
No.
either one of your opponents gets it correct, you are eliminated. If one competitor gets it wrong, the other 2 get it right, the person who got it wrong is eliminated. That's how sudden death works. None of you get it right, we move on. If you all get it right, we move on, and so forth, until mercifully I fall ill. And before Brienne does ask the first question, we'll remind everybody that if you used up all your JTE rules, you have no more JTE rules. If you did not use your challenge yet, you still have a challenge to play, should you want to, in sudden death. Brienne, please simply ask the question.
Okay.
You do not need to say the category that it emerges
All right. Okay, here we go. Question 1. After a long absence from movies, Cher appeared in which 2010 movie starring alongside Christina Aguilera?
All right, and they're going to have about 15 seconds here. And you can cut the tension with a knife. We've had a lot of fun here, and now all of a sudden it gets serious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No commissionership for me.
Did he have it?
Dreamgirls, that's not
it. It is not Dreamgirls. Did Thadd Williams have it?
I can picture it. It's not Sparkle.
It is not
though.
Sparkle. Did Emma Fyffe have it?
It is Harloff. It is Harloff.
Winner is Emma Fyffe. Shirewolves.
Oh my God.
What incredible. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And Schmoedown community just went.
All ladies, all the belts, all the titles.
Emma Fyffe is the new commissioner.
What's happening?
Wait, hold on, Thadd.
No,
that's
Thadd
that letter.
Is shredding the envelope.
Where did that shredder come from?
That's the letter that Mike Kalinowski and Paulie G had.
This is ridiculous. It's gone.
The blackmail. Wait a minute.
What's this guy do?
Wait, that's Paulie G.
Who are you?
That's Paulie G.
Paulie G, please use the microphone, Paulie, if you're going to say something to the room.
Oh, yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I have to point out to you, by the way, Paulie G here, attorney at law, at your services. Thank you.
Paulie, I'm not sure what you're doing here, but we do know that Thadd Williams lost fair and square. He was supposed to give the envelope to Emma Fyffe, and it said he shredded it.
Indeed he did. I witnessed that, and I'm here to tell you that there was sensitive, confidential materials in that document. Now, foolish Thadd was under the impression that that was the only copy we had, but guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, we lawyers are prone to our little white lies, and guess what? This was a big white lie, Thadd. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what is contained in these documents.
Indeed.
No one is wondering that. No one cares.
Does anyone care?
I do care.
I'm very interested in seeing what this could be.
Well, let me tell you. I'm not the person that's going to reveal that information. I shouldn't be. However, that person is present. That person.
This is like the movie Clue.
Is my employer. That's right. I'm working for somebody else. Lawyer. So, this person is the same man, the mastermind, who instructed me to crash Inman's interview.
Oh boy.
Right? Who directed me to interrupt Dagnino's speech. This is the same man who told me to get inside the mind of Kalinowski and twist it up. You were a great pawn, Mike. Sorry.
Him?
Ladies and
Is it
gentlemen,
him?
Here we go. I give to you my employer,
Kristian Harloff.
Yeah. What? Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. Thadd, you dumb bastard. So first of all, Emma Fyffe, your victory is completely valid. You will indeed be a commissioner.
What do you mean, commissioner?
Shut your mouth. Now, in regards to where, we'll get to that. But you earned your victory. You did your job, and I congratulate you. It was amazing. So, Thadd, I know what you did in the first from last spectacular, everybody. The second I signed that thing, you don't think that I look? I've been working with this guy for 4 years. He makes me look at every single contract.
Oh, boy.
And we knew that that missing page basically said that after 4 months, I revert back to commissioner. However, Thadd ignored it. Mike had the page, and we used Mike. Sorry, Mike. You were great for what you did. But the whole point is, I'm not a commissioner. I'm the goddamn chairman. I've been the chairman of this league since the second I created it. I create the commissioners. And guess what? You want to know if you're fired or not? No, you silly bastard. You work for me from now on. You do what I tell you to do. If I want you to jump, you jump. So from now on, Thadd Williams works for me. I don't know what the hell you're going to do. The toilets are a disgrace right now, so maybe you do that. Now, as far as everything else goes, as far as the league itself, what's going to happen? It's going to revert back to myself, and I will appoint commissioners. Emma Fyffe will absolutely be one of those commissioners. You, my friend, have seen your last dance, and Mike Kalinowski, good luck, whatever the hell you think you're doing, because your reign's over. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations to Emma Fyffe, and enjoy the spectacular.
Brad, Brienne, your reaction to what we just saw.
I cannot believe what I just seen. Kristian Harloff was the
I knew it from the start.
I mean, him employing probably for that long, for 4 years is what Kristian said.
In the cutscene where Mike was told no, if you remember, in my reaction, I had headphones on, and with headphones, I could actually hear the background music or the background noises a whole lot better, and I could hear Kristian. Kristian was definitely on the phone, and I could hear him.
He's the chairman.
I knew it from the start. The joy of headphones, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? If I can find that video again, I actually might enhance the voice of Kristian in that, because it actually was him talking. I recognized the voice from the start.
How about a hand for Brad and Brienne one more time?
Thanks for having me.
So the reveal actually didn't surprise me all that much, because I actually saw it coming.
Say probably about 5 pounds, if I had to guesstimate.
Well, your buddies are going to be about 5 pounds lighter after this match.
Wow. I mean, you know what? Honestly, that is a compliment, because, you know, all women like to lose weight.
Where's my mask?
I don't know anything about your mask.
This guy took it.
You would not.
Does your parole officer know you're here, idiot?
Well, maybe. But that being said,
okay.
I know you tried on the mask the one time.
Okay, all right.
I need it back.
Listen.
I am Finstock.
We're here. It's time to play. You know, look, you guys made it through the tournament. Your wins were impressive.
So were yours. They were impressive, Clark.
You're so gracious.
Very typical.
Anyway,
Cherry Bomb walked in. Oh wait, no, that's Paul Bearer. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's just Ben.
You did beat him, and it needs to be said, because you two are my dear friends, Clark. You know, our history, it goes deep. But make no mistake, we're taking those belts.
You know, Riley, my dear friend, I think it's kind of funny how you hung it up and you bailed, and you walked away, and then the second that you could possibly jump back in, you took it. Yeah, well,
He's an opportunist.
couldn't have said it better myself. And you know what? Be careful what you wish for. Let's go.
Okay. Say goodbye to those belts. Good luck, ladies. Where's my mask, Draco? Don't worry about your fucking mask.
And sayonara.
Their Schmoedown debut. Ken, Knapsack, and Rachel, the Crusher,
How do you feel under the lights?
Oh, you shot me! You shot me right in the arm. Why did?
Partner Tough Beats was a great opponent.
You got a new fan favorite here in the team league. Nerds Watch.
Ooh. Back when Makuba's beard was much more fuller. Not as full as mine, though.
Rachel, where is Ken Knapsack? Can we get Ken Knapsack, please?
I'm sure he's just running a little behind.
We signed contracts about this match for today. Blofeld's Cat versus Nerds Watch. If your partner's not here, you either forfeit the match or you can play them on your own.
The point is to play and not give up. Yeah, I'm here. I'm playing.
2
Chicken pox.
And your winners! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Ken's here!
I am so
Wait, there he is.
to congratulate these guys.
What? No! No!
He should be embarrassed for himself.
I just wanted to let you both know, as I'm sure you filled Tom in, that we will be playing a team match next season.
You're gonna beat her in a partner or something.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, because I have a partner. I found that person.
Of course it's me. Shirewolves.
We talked it over, and your offer to join your faction next month.
Are you actually going to leave That's Amazing in there this time? I'm going to prepare.
You guys have both been performing
No. We want to join you now.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Yay! Left it in. About damn time.
The main child in Mud with Matthew McConaughey.
Hi, Sheridan.
We're coming for those belts. I am getting those belts.
Whatever it takes to get to that belt, we're going to earn it. Whoever's next, we'll take them on.
We're on the path to the belts. We're playing live here in North Hollywood.
Movie release date to Tony Curtis. And your winner!
When we came out tonight...
No, Walter Matthau, you fool.
I wasn't kidding. Rachel and I are coming for the belts.
There's only one logical step left, and that is to walk away. Give up.
It's just step away until a movie release date's Patreon match comes up.
In Argo, at what nation's embassy do the 6 escaped hostages hide out?
The English embassy?
And your winner!
There's no way that we are not going to see this journey through to the end, and it is time for these ladies to win those belts.
And with that,
that's it.
The winner!
She can do whatever she wants as far as titles go. What will she do?
They've been wondering what I'm going to do with this. And I made my decision. And I'm going to go against you guys, so that way it could be me or it could be you guys.
I take the challenge seriously, but I think Rachel and I are ready.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
All right.
Cameron Crowe. Rebecca.
Horror movies, Ken.
Eli Roth. Salma Hayek.
Clark.
Cool Runnings. Ming Ran. Ocean's 11.
Catherine Bigelow.
In Say Anything. John Cusack. Holds up what? Out.
That is Clark.
A Boombox.
That is correct.
And your winners at new movie Team Championships of the world.
This means a lot to be the first woman to hold a belt. You know, oh, there should be a women's league. There's no women's league. We are the league. We're in the league, and we're the winners right now.
In the team tournament, the Ultimate
Theme
Schmoedown
is
tournament,
anarchy.
18.
Anarchy.
Theme is
Oh, how did I know that was coming up?
He's back, guys. Yodi Riley,
my favorite guy, Ben the Boss Bateman. Their manager's Tom Dagnino.
And there were the second team announced in that.
But you action kids. You still don't respect the game. And I don't like you, I'm gonna be honest. You stole my dog!
Businessman to businessman.
Yeah,
I did
alright.
not take your dog.
This
This right here is what
nope.
I'm here to do. So I don't want to hear about your dog.
Just so you get it clear. You get it clear. I'm the fucking boss.
Oh, language. Oh, Animania, Inky, and the Brain. I hurt myself. Hey, I saw that today. Man, that's tough. Ablum and all that stuff.
Team champions that Serendipity does, correct. Good thing you guys still have a round after this, right? Oh, wait. We're up 2.
I apologize.
For the win.
Low pan, catch me if you can.
King of New York? I just don't have the patience. Sorry, babes. Grindhouse. And your winner!
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I think you're watching something pretty special right now. We're putting the whole league on notice. But you know where you'll catch us? At the fucking spectacular, going for belts again.
The Shirewolves and Who's the Boss going face to face.
We're 4-0. And they're 4-0.
Yeah, but we did faster.
Them together, I don't know if they're going to be able to take us together.
I want that belt. I will take it from them.
They're going down today. End of story.
I like that every match is now going to get an individual intro. That's great.
We're back, thank you, and I am now joined on the desk by who I thought.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Kristian. The gang's all here. You're only
Sir, I did not think it would go
2 hours late.
A lot of twists, a lot of turns I did not expect, and that was just the actual match. So the match ends. I'm just giving you the fans' perspective and what Brad, Brian, and I experienced up here at the table watching this. I was expecting maybe Jen Sturger to come through the curtain and interview everybody about the match. Instead, we get apparently you have a lawyer that your business partner Mark Ellis was not aware of.
Well, look, I've been working with Paul for a little bit too, and it just. Thadd thought he was pulling a fast one back last year, and I said to him, when I looked at that contract, I said, "Listen, this is bullshit. This is what it is." And so I had Paul look at it. I knew I was going to give Thadd the benefit of the doubt and say to Thadd, "Listen, let's see what he does." He wind up pulling a fast one. I sent Paul into Jason Inman's interview last year just to kind of set it up and see what was going to happen, cause a little anarchy, if you will.
Certainly.
Of course, at that time, he looked like Jeremy Johns.
Pawn in the game, and that's what it was. And I just basically had Thadd as the marionette for the rest of the season. You know me. It's like you try to pull.
I thought I did.
Well, if you try to pull a fast one, I'm gonna get you. And Emma Fyffe took the victory. She is the rightful commissioner.
You haven't got me
I
yet.
said that there'd be some
Keep
other
trying,
things that she
Kristian.
might be able
You'll
to
get me
control,
one
some
day.
Other things that are going to happen. I'll explain all of that at the end of the
Get for me.
But for right now, all is well. Kalinowski is like he doesn't know what he's doing with himself. And Thadd Williams is also out of power. It is over. It is done. It is time for the chairman to take his league back, and I'm about to do that. And I'm glad to be here. You look wonderful.
Hey, I feel good. I feel fresh. As long as you never asked me to be a commissioner of anything, then you and I, my friend, are copacetic, and we are here to kick off the second match of the 6-match Schmoedown Spectacular. This will be the epic conclusion to vid number 1, and it is none other than the team title match. It's the Shirewolves going against one of my favorite sitcoms from the 80s.
Look, that's right. Who's the boss? Mona is not here. Tony's not here.
No Tony Danza in sight, though.
Not around. Daniel Ponce was actually his name, I guess. I don't remember. Point is, I do remember Who's the Boss and the historic run that they had at this tournament. They won the tournament.
Oh, now we're talking about the team again. Poor Tony Danza can't catch a break.
They were not getting along. they mowed through their competition. The last 2 matches, they took out Corruption, Chance Ellison and Mike Kalinowski. They knocked out the Harris brothers in 3 rounds. They have been a devastating team. However, this is easily their biggest challenge. The champions, the Shirewolves, Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing, are some of the best. They are Hall of Fame players. They're both former Rookie of the Year. Clark Wolf, you just saw what she did in the singles, and she's still got another match tonight for the #1 contender. Rachel Cushing is a triple threat. She is devastating in the Inner Geekdom League. She is devastating in the Team League and in the Singles League. And they both have beat Ben Bateman twice. They beat him in teams, and they both beat him well, actually, Rachel has beat him in teams twice, and Clark has beat him in singles.
We have a lot to say about this match.
Yeah.
They had some talking to do as well. Let's take a look.
I have very fond memories of last year's Spectacular. First of all, I took the Manager Bowl when nobody even knew who I was managing, revealed that Mark Andreyko had joined the Fight for Good, and the Fyffe Club was born, and a year later, here we are, defending the team championship. So I'd say it was definitely worth it, and it's been a great year for the Fyffe Club, no matter what happens today.
My goddamn mask is missing, and I'm freaking out, dude. You know, I've had this thing for like 15 years. It's my good luck charm. It's a fucking problem right now.
All right.
A big problem.
All right, it's not a big problem. Have you seen Iron Man 3? All right, Tony Stark, no armor, right? You know why? It's all in here.
This is my first Spectacular. It's a nice environment to be in.
Oh, my
Ready
heart?
to defend these belts. And,
Oh, no. It's
you know,
the
I think
nanotech.
Rachel and I
Yeah, it's the
have been
nanotech.
practicing, and we've been communicating, and we feel good. I feel really supported, and I'm ready to get out there and play.
It's not about the mask.
It's not about the masks.
It's not about the factions. It's just about winners. You're looking at 3 of them right here, right in front of you. This is it, guys. This is our Oscar acceptance speech. We don't even need to play the match. We're accepting it right now. It's gonna be a great loss for those girls today.
You know, Who's the Boss showed up in the tournament. We won't lie. We're not going to underestimate them. But I think we have the momentum. We have the knowledge. We have the confidence. And we're going to defend the belts.
We won the entire tournament because we fit. We fit perfectly. And now...
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
And now, here we are. The belts are right in our grasp.
Even should the team of Ben Bateman and Mark Riley, Who's the Boss, triumph over the Shirewolves today, it can't compare with the incredible record that these ladies have achieved this year, and they're gonna win anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Clark, my old partner, Rachel, my friend, both of them, dear friends, good people. And is it emotional? Yeah. But is it going to change the fact that I want a belt? I want that belt. I will take it from them.
Mark, Ben, nice to see you again. We like having these belts. We think they look good on us, so we intend to keep them.
Absolutely. See you in the ring, guys.
I've wanted a belt more than almost anything I can possibly think of that I've ever been a part of. And I've lost to Rachel twice, and I've lost to Clark twice. And I'm never losing again to either one of those champs. They're going down today. End of story.
He wants revenge. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Hello, Riley, my old friend.
Look, they're both.
I've come
have
to
a lot
talk
prove
with
here. The
you
Shirewolves want to keep the
again.
title. Who's the Boss wants to win the title. Bateman's first shot at it.
A
Riley is looking to do what
championship
only
to
Roca
retain
has done, win
here.
The singles championship twice and win the team
Please the
championship.
language, please
Riley
refrain
and Clark is
here.
also the big story. Clark and Riley together had
The
a shot at the
questions
championship together. They
I
were
do hope
teammates for a
are
while.
surely
And then when Clark
easy.
and Rachel joined together, and
Pretty
the Shirewolves, there was
please.
this run. Riley was retired. Riley came back, joined with
Something,
Ben.
something, something
Didn't
sound
sit that well with her.
of
She's like,
silence.
she wasn't ready to give the Wolves a steal up. But Riley wanted to take time off. He comes back now, and now the irony is there. If Riley is to take the championship, he's going to do it by taking it away from his partner, former partner, but she does not want to let that happen.
Yeah, that's quite a hill that he's going to have to climb along with Ben Bateman to get to that championship, because the Shirewolves, like you've pointed out, just an incredible run they've had as a team and individually. This entire season. And, you know, you look at what their strengths and weaknesses are. I guess in lieu of tail of the tape, let's actually look at some of their more notable accomplishments.
Yeah, look at the accomplishments you got. The notable accomplishments for Who's the Boss, they defeated the Harris brothers. They beat Corruption, and they won the 2018 tournament.
And great ratings in 1987.
Agreed. Now, the notable accomplishments for the
That's
Shirewolves,
nice.
they are the first women champion inside of the Schmoedown in history. They are both former Rookies of the Year, and they have a notable big win in the live event against Team Action. That's it, Mark.
Fun fact about the Shirewolves, they have never been a sitcom yet.
Well, the Fyffe Club is on a roll. They are rolling now with the brand new commish as they are getting ready for this. Are you ready?
I certainly am, Mr. Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Woo! Boy, it's a long time since I've said that.
Team Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challengers. Led to the ring by their manager, Finstock, with a record of 4 wins.
Bobby Finstock, no. Bobby Finstock, no.
The 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown winners, Ben the Boss Bateman, and the 2-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Mark Yoni Riley. Who's the boss?
Oh, he kicked me in the face. In the face. In the face. Oh, didn't see that coming. Ew. Hello, Cow Schmoedown.
This year he is going for the team championship. All right, here
I already said that.
What do you got to say to the program?
You know what? Most people shoot water guns.
Yeah.
We shoot laser beams.
Okay, cool. Where's your mask? No idea?
Does not want to address that question.
All right. And their opponents, representing the Fyffe Club, with a record of 4 wins, no defeats, and 2 knockouts, led to the ring by their manager, Emma Fyffe and Mark the Android and Draco. They are the undefeated, undisputed Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champions of the World, Rachel the Crusher Cushing and Classy Clark Wolf, the What's he got? Walking them out. Shirewolves. Action is being called, and what's this?
Calling action.
Brian Chandler, Stacey Howard, Markia, Haley Fouch,
Wonder Woman, Haley Fouch,
Janine the Machine, Taylor Robinson, Rachel Silverstreet, Ray Drake, and the Inner Geekdom champion, Maura Karnovic, Emma Fyffe, and there the Shirewolves, the ladies of the Schmoedown have arrived and in fashion. Wow, where are the champs?
Intro, maybe one of the best we've ever seen here.
Where are they're the champs?
I love especially Great Drake back there as Drinker Bell. What an intro, Kristian, maybe the best we've ever seen here.
There was a great intro again. The ladies of the Schmoedown.
Drinker Bell? Oh, that'll be hashtagged in no time.
Outfits, I don't think. So there you go. So the belts are there.
Great
Rachel
Drake as Drinker Bell, I believe that's
right. Now Clark Wolf, again, this is Clark Wolf's first of 2 matches tonight, and we have
That will be
Rachel Cushing,
hashtagged
Clark Wolf,
within
the champions, the challengers, who's the boss.
3 hours.
Mark, how does round number 1 begin?
Round number 1.
And this is sponsored by that American flag that Mark Riley gave to me at the live event in October.
Galaxy, each question is worth 1 point. This is the team format, so
or was it October?
While the rules remain the same, there's no stealing. There's
actually, yeah, it had to be October. It's hard to believe the NFL season started in October. Like, wow.
For round number 1, this is an individual exercise. Any points you do accrue in round number 1 will be added to your team's total. Rachel, Clark, Ben, Mark, you guys get points. They go towards
there we go.
Your team's total.
Back where it
Just a
was.
reminder, once again,
Back where it
each
belonged.
team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the match, and each team also has 1 challenge. Use it wisely because, Kristian, there are 5 big rounds in a championship.
Use it wisely.
5 big rounds.
You chose
ask the
poorly.
You know, Kristian, I just want to say really quickly, thank you. I'm really excited to be here in this event. It's a really big deal. Guys, you know, best of luck. It's a big match. It's going to be a memorable one. It's going to be a great way for you guys to lose the belts. So just...
Oh, there it is. I thought he was being classy for a second. I should have known better.
We're waiting for it. All right.
All right, keep it. I'm ready.
You're ready. All right, the champions, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Here we go.
Yay! Extra oomph into that now that you're the chairman.
Always was, Mark. Always was.
In round number 1, your first question comes from the world of action-adventure. And your question is, who plays the Amazonian general Antiope in Wonder Woman? I looked up the pronunciation on IMDb. I want to hear no giggles in the crowd.
Pronunciation, or you talk to Jason Inman?
It doesn't, it's one and the same.
5,
He writes the IMDb.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Clark Wolf.
Robin Wright.
Yes, ma'am. And Ben.
Robin Wright.
Rachel.
Robin Wright.
Riley.
Robin Wright.
Tie game.
Okay. They know their Wonder
They
Woman.
all knew it. I did not.
Comedies
Also, other
number 2.
news. Water.
Name the actor that played Emily's dad in The Big Sick.
Excuse me. Is that you?
I turned it off. 5, 4.
You know Brad Gilmore.
3. No. 2. He's very talented.
Repeat
1.
the question, please.
All right. Name the actor that played Emily's dad in The Big Sick.
Already a JTE rule usage for
5.
Tony Danza.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ben Bateman.
Ray Romano.
Yes. Rachel.
Ray Romano.
Mark.
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano?
Tie game. Here we go.
Ray Romano? Oh, why are you celebrating me? Come on, I haven't done anything yet. Jeez.
Your question is, what 1986 sci-fi comedy follows an experimental combat robot who gains self-awareness and a conscience after being struck by lightning? I believe that's the same way I was born.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. It was 10 minutes ago. 5.
The kids called me Powder.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, second one. Here we go.
What 1986 sci-fi comedy follows an experimental combat robot who gains self-awareness and a conscience after being struck by lightning?
Who's the boss using 2 JTE rules already?
That's a expensive first round for
5, 4.
Knowing how great that show
3.
was, they have the funds.
2, 1. Rachel Cushing.
Short Circuit?
Yes, it is. Riley.
Short Circuit.
Clark.
War Games.
Oh.
Okay, and Ben.
War Games.
Wow. Okay. So only Rachel and Mark
Oh.
get it, but we're still tied.
That's right.
We're still tied.
Johnny 5 alive, but on life support.
Wow. All right. Next category is directors. What was the first film directed by Kevin Smith? This is intense. You can feel it.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mark Riley.
Clerks.
Yes. Clark.
Clerks?
Clerks.
Ben.
Clerks.
Rachel.
Clerks.
Everyone got it. 7, 7.
Okay.
And back and forth we go.
We move on to
I think you made it for
fantasy
28
sci-fi.
grand.
Sci-fi stands for science fiction.
That's barely a movie.
What character says the classic line, "That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over," in 1986's Aliens?
Did you say actor or character?
Character, not the actor.
Right. Need the character name. Many people watching at home may think
5,
that movies are real. They're
4.
not.
Can you repeat the question?
Yep.
Certainly can. What character says the classic line, "That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over," in 1986's Aliens?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clark.
I had Paxton.
A lot of repeats are getting spent
Ben.
here.
Hudson.
That's correct. Rachel.
Said Bishop.
And Riley.
That's it. Hudson.
Hudson.
Okay.
So Riley's perfect. Riley's perfect right now, and we get to our next question here. The next
It was
question
Bill
here is
Paxton,
dramas.
but that's
Who's the boss?
Hudson.
This actress played teacher Bonnie Stevenson opposite Chris Evans in 2017's Gifted.
Oh, I actually know this one.
You know, they've been throwing this movie at me on every American Airlines flight I've been on for the last 2 years.
5,
Finally watched it.
4,
Good flick.
3.
Also starred in
2,
Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked.
Ben.
Michelle Monaghan.
Jenny
Incorrect.
Slate.
Rachel.
Nope.
Didn't have it. Riley.
Didn't have it.
Jenny Slate.
That's correct. 9-8. So Clark Wolf bringing Shirewolves within 1 now. And we get to our next question.
And no
here.
perfect rounds.
No.
Your penultimate question.
I don't know anyone that was in a Chipmunks film.
Thriller. And your question is, 2003.
Anybody in them Chipmunk films in these?
10 strangers trapped during a torrential rainstorm in what kind of location?
Crowd didn't like that.
Hearing some groans from the managers as
5,
well.
4,
The bellow
3,
of Finstock.
2, 1. Rachel Cushing.
Motel.
Correct. Riley.
Motel.
Yes.
Motel.
And Ben.
Motel.
Okay.
Nope.
So
Okay,
10,
they all got
11.
the lodging right. Motel, hotel, we're good either way.
1 point game as we get to our final question in round number 1, which is the Patreon question. And the following question comes to you from John Patterson.
John Patterson, thank you, sir.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John, for supporting the show.
No relation to Pat Patterson, first Intercontinental Champion ever.
Animated. Mike Judge's animated creations of Beavis and Butthead star in what 1996 feature film?
We do need the
title of the film.
Movie, yes. Thank you to John Patterson.
5.
Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown
4,
Patreon today.
3.
Select which tier's right for you.
2, 1. Pens down. Mark Riley.
Beavis and Butthead, do America.
Beavis and Butthead do America?
Yes, that's it. Clark.
Beavis and Butthead do America.
And Ben.
Beavis and Butthead do America.
Yep, Rachel.
Beavis and Butthead do America.
Wow. They all got it, and it warms my heart that they all got the Beavis and Butthead movie correct.
13-12 at the end of round number 1, and it's exactly
And they needed to,
what we
because
thought it would be.
Do America would not have been right.
The challengers have a 1-point
And I knew that too.
Get into round number 2. How's that work?
Round number 2. Now the teammates can sit next to each other because they get to consult with each other for each and every question that they hear in round number 2. You're going to hear
So it's interesting that Ben and Mark have a 1-point lead, but the fact that they used up 2 repeats already, that kind of makes this a little bit. It's basically even right now, I would say.
Determine the category by that wheel, the wheel of fate, doom, and it will serve its justice. Each team gets 1 spin at the wheel. Select which partner you want to spin. You get 1 spin at the wheel. If you're not liking what you spun, you are awarded 1 mulligan, which is the Scottish term for golf. Keep in mind, stealing is available in round number 2.
All right, round number 2 again. The champions have chosen not to have opponents in spinner's choice on the wheel. So we are going to ask the challengers, would you like to go first or second?
We'll let the ladies go, please.
All right, so the Shirewolves, the champions, will go first. Clark, please spin from the wheel, not the peg. Clark Wolf, classy as always.
Not the pegs, not the pegs.
She has a new way to spin the wheel, and it's been working for her.
Her and the wheel have been friends recently. It's hard for me to follow the Melrose Place-like drama that goes on between Clark and the wheel.
They've been friends for a while here, too. The wheel's been very sweet to Clark.
Clark and the wheel, we can announce officially an item.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see in a second.
Is it going to be Kurt Russell or Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock.
Oh, boy.
Sticking with it, I'll do it.
Rachel says go.
All right, that's a strength.
And they get Sandra Bullock.
All right, Sandra Bullock. All right, here you go, guys. Here you go. You're going to get 6 questions in the realm of Sandra Bullock. First question. Who plays the older version of Sandra Bullock's mother in The Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood? Five, 4, 3,
Ellen
2.
Burstyn.
That's correct for 2 points.
Wow.
All right.
She was in a scary movie back in the day.
All right, question 2. Who played Gracie's beauty pageant coach, Victor Melling, in Miss Congeniality?
Michael Caine.
That's correct. 2 points.
She got the accent right, Kristian Harloff.
All right, here you go. Sandra Bullock stars alongside Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson in which 1996 crime thriller?
A Time to Kill.
Yes, it is.
All right, Clark Wolf adjudicating herself nicely thus far in the round.
Who plays Sandra Bullock's husband, who was killed in a car accident in the mystery film Premonition? 5, 4.
Julian McMahon.
That's correct. 2 questions left.
Jim McMahon's brother?
Yeah. All right. The Heat in 2013.
You're acting like they know some of this stuff.
Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy teaming up to take down a drug lord in which U.S. city?
Boston.
2 points. Wow.
They love that dirty water in Boston.
Didn't he need to confirm?
So far for the Shirewolves.
Final question here.
Dirty water
Which
in
1996
Boston.
romantic comedy stars Sandra Bullock and Dennis Leary as a thieving couple who run into a relationship issues when they try to sell a stolen painting in a small coastal town?
It's great insight by you.
I know.
5, 4,
perfect.
2 if by C.
Correct. Wow. What a round, and they see
Wow.
themselves with a tremendous lead right now.
Do my ears mistake me? Was there even a multiple choice?
There was not. 11-point lead now by the Shirewolves, who saw themselves down by 1 and now up. So Mark Riley going to spin here. Big spin by Mark Riley. Mark Riley, please go ahead and spin.
By the peg, not by the wheel. And you got to figure, Sandra Bullock, who watches every movie trivia Schmoedown, has to be impressed by Clark and Rachel. She's probably
Does she? Does she now?
Seeing some of these interviews here,
Which would make her about the 6th most famous person that watches Schmoedown. After me, of course, on 4.
Is it going to be Festival Darlings? Do they spin away from
Festival Darlings?
Oh! I think they're probably going to spin away. Let's take a mulligan. Maybe. Here comes the governor from Croatia.
Yeah. You're gonna get a 5 count here, Tom. Tom, you're getting 5.
Governor of Croatia would obviously know what festivals are.
All right.
Spinning again. There's the spin.
A valuable 20 seconds that I could have spent doing something else during that consultation. There's no way they were going to take Festival Darlings. No. They're probably looking for something, movie release dates, because Ben...
Yeah, that was a safe assumption.
I think they'd fare well in Kurt Russell.
Where's it going? Uh-oh, look at this.
Is it going to be Festival Darlings? The wheel.
They got it. They got it.
Ah!
The wheel.
Festival Darlings.
You know,
I think they can manage, though.
Clark was spinning the wheel. That Clark and the wheel are an item. I think the wheel may be proposing to Clark Wolf, or vice versa, after this match. Okay, gentlemen, but
Maybe all those years with Wolves of Steel, maybe it was Riley the whole time.
the category of Festival Darlings, as they take a long pull off the flask containing Sailor Jerry. Your first question is, in the film Arrival,
Actually, I would prefer a bottle of Lefroy. 10-year-old Lefroy.
What was her name?
Five, 4, 3.
Hannah.
It is Hannah for 2 points. And they're off to the start they needed. Your next question. In the world of Festival Darlings, Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig star in what film about estranged siblings who reunite after having both coincidentally cheated death on the same day?
5, 4, 3.
The Skeleton Twins.
That's correct.
It is the Skeleton Twins.
Nice.
I've actually heard that movie.
Next question. From the world of Festival Darlings, which actor from The Breakfast Club appeared in the film Foxcatcher?
Five, 4, 3.
Anthony Michael Hall.
It is Anthony Michael Hall, and they are having a good match thus far. They need 5 points, Kristian. They do have 3 questions remaining, so they conceivably could be in the lead, but with Festival Darlings, it's anybody's guess. Your next question. In the movie The Founder, Ray Kroc is selling what item when he meets the McDonald brothers at the beginning of the film?
Five, 4, 3.
Milkshake mixers.
He is selling milkshake mixers. Your penultimate question in the world of Festival Darlings. In 2015's Brooklyn, who plays the lead Ailish? Lacey. Ailish Lacey.
5.
Saoirse Ronan.
We will
That's
accept that. Yeah, I believe it's Saoirse, but her name's hard to pronounce. They got it correct. Saoirse Ronan.
All right, so Who's the Boss now has come within 1. If they get this, they tie it. If they hit a multiple choice, they can tie it, or they can take the lead with a 2-point. Here we go.
Very impressive run either way in a tough category of Festival Darlings. Who's the boss? Your last question for the lead, if you don't need multiple choice. What is the name of the woman that Kit meets online in Napoleon Dynamite?
LaFonda.
It is LaFonda.
Wow.
And somehow...
So Who's the Boss does Festival Darlings, and now they have a 1-point lead.
No multiple choice needs by either team.
Unbelievable round here.
Wow.
First round, second round. This is the match we thought it would be. And my God, already
see we are 1 point. The Who's the Boss 1 point lead over the champions, and now we get to the betting round, round number 3. Mark, how's it work?
In the betting round, this is round number 3. Now, usually in any garden variety match, this is the final round, merely the betting round. But boy, can the stakes change here, because you can wager, and when I say you, I mean each team can wager 0 points, or you can wager all the way up to 3 points should you feel that confident, because whatever team is currently in the lead, that's Who's the Boss in this situation, is going to spin the wheel. You're going to hear one question from that category. Once we tell you the category, that's when we need each team to wager their points. And then once we record the wager, we'll ask the question. And if you get the question right, you earn that many points for your team. If your team misses the question, you lose that many points. So it really pays off to know your stuff and to know what category it is. For that, we now turn it over to, I'm guessing, Mark Riley for Who's the Boss?
Yep. Yes, Mark Riley.
Here comes Riley with a spin. Keep in mind, he could spin Festival Darlings again. He could spin Sandra Bullock again. We're going to get a question in.
We're going to see. I know that the Shirewolves are hoping to get a strength of theirs.
I mean, there's still strings out there on the wheels. The interesting thing, Festival Darlings, nobody saw Who's
There's
the
tons
Boss
of strengths.
well in that category.
Everybody has a strength.
6 for 6, 2-pointers.
Coming back here, and here we go. What do we get in here? Looks like it's going to be Pixar movies.
Pixar movies.
Pixar movies.
Pixar movies it is. How many Pixar films has Cal seen? We're about to find out.
So they're going to go in, the teams are going to pick their points here. All right.
And we have them recorded by our ace assistants, Alex and Robert Butler III. Check out his movie, Flick Ticks.
All right. The Shirewolves have 2 JTs left. The Who's the Boss has 1 left. All right. First question here.
The only question.
Only question.
In the betting round.
In Coco, what is the name of the down on his luck skeleton who offers to help Miguel reach Ernesto de la Cruz?
All right. Talking it over. Can I ask you, just as a friend slash, I'm sure I'm a chairman of something, how many points would you have
5,
wagered in Pixar?
4, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat question.
All right, this last one.
Pepe de la Cuesta.
Coco, what is the name of the down on his luck skeleton who offers to help Miguel reach?
By the way, this is not right. Pepe de la Cuesta is
You
not
have to write
correct.
down your answer in the allotted
you have
time.
to write it down.
Must be written down legibly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. How many points, Shirewolves?
2.
And you said?
Julio.
And you guys chose how many points?
3.
And?
Leon.
Both incorrect. Answer was Hector. So Who's the Boss loses 3.
What was it?
Shirewolves lose
Hector.
2.
Shirewolves lose 2. 22.
Well, yeah, that was almost Pepe de la Cuesta.
Tie game. Tie game. 22-22. Who's the Boss loses 3. Shirewolves loses 2. And now we are tied as we get into the speed round.
Wow.
This is the match. We won.
And did you expect anything less?
And then some, Mark.
It certainly is. And the speed round, anything can happen because the buzzers are going to be lighting up fast and furiously. A question's going to be asked from the lips of Kristian Harloff. As soon as any teammate on either side thinks they know the answer, hit your buzzer. If your buzzer lights up green, I, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, will say you by your name. Once I'm finished saying your name, you have 2 seconds, no more than 2 seconds, a 1 Mississippi, a 2 Mississippi, to answer correctly. If you get the question right, you gain a point for your team. If you get the question wrong, you lose a point for your team. And just to be safe, because it's going to go fast here, the Shirewolves, are you all ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Who's the boss? Are you all prepared?
Ready.
Here we go. Kristian, at your leisure.
First question. Who directed The Disaster Artist?
Riley.
No.
James
Franco.
No.
Lose a point.
Didn't get it.
No, it's after,
I had it.
after 2 seconds, lose a point. 21. Next question. Name the film from the following characters. Harry, Chick, Bear, Dan Truman, AJ, Grace, Rockhound.
Armageddon.
Correct.
Okay. Rachel Cushing got it.
Next question. Next question. Who voiced King Candy, the ruler of Sugar Rush, in Wreck-It Ralph?
Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk.
5,
You get it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Well, he's got it.
Hey, who's saying seriously
Yeah,
back
come
there?
on.
Quiet. Shut up back there. Last question. Oh, sorry. 4. What is the final film of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Phase 2? 5.
Nobody wanting to buzz in.
4,
because they don't want to lose a point for their team.
2,
Age of Ultron.
1. Looking for Ant-Man.
Looking for Ant-Man. And last question in the speed round.
Ant-Man.
Last question.
That was the first one of Phase 3.
Member of the Friends
Drat.
cast
I've been wrong.
appears in the 1999 film 3 to Tango?
David Schwimmer.
Rachel.
Matthew Perry.
Correct. So a 3-point
Oh, yep. It's always Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry was like the only one that had a movie career. Schwimmer showed up for a couple of them, but I'm not counting Aniston and Courtney Cox. Because lots of people know Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston's film resume. Perry's the one that had a lot more obscure stuff.
With a 3-point lead, 24-21. It's a damn good score if this is an NFL game.
This is an incredible match.
I'm shocked that they missed Alan Tudyk. I probably would have been going seriously too, and Kristian would have told me shut up. Oh well.
Number 5. This is going to play like a round 3 in your Garden Variety team title match. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers that range from 1 to 20. Those numbers will correspond to a different category up here at the answer desk. The first number you give us is your 2-pointer. Then you're also going to have a 3-pointer and a 5-pointer, but it is the team format. So here's how it works. We're going to tell you
2,
as a team
12,
what your category
20.
is for the 2-pointer. The team must decide which member is answering by themselves. You may not consult with your teammate for the 2-pointer. The opposite team member will have to field the 3-point question solo, by themselves, alone, and then you may confer for the 5-point and hopefully deciding question here, Kristian.
That's right. So once again, the Shirewolves have 2 JTs left. Who's the boss is out of them. So now we get to the numbers. The Shirewolves are in the lead right now. So
That
Shirewolves,
could be a big deal, being out of repeats.
From 1 to 20.
4, 8, 19.
Oh, I thought they were going all evens. They go rogue.
4, 8, 19 for the champions, the challengers.
Oh, Mark would usually say interesting strategy, although I don't agree.
17 for the challengers. We're going to start out with who's the boss who chose category
Intervals of
number
5.
here. Category number 7. All right. Category 7, gentlemen, you chose romance. Romance. All right.
Give it a Ben.
Here we go.
Come on,
taking
Ben.
Romance? Who's taking romance?
I'll take it.
Here you go.
Okay.
Still only 2-pointer.
Ooh.
Here we go. A Pakistani funny
Tricked
man
me on that
falls
one.
for an American graduate student at one of his comedy shows. He soon becomes worried about what his traditional Muslim parents will think of her. Name the film from the synopsis.
The Big Sick.
2 points. All right.
They climb within 1 of the Shirewolves.
Yeah. All right, so here is the next question. Ben, animated. Why did the Enchantress turn the prince into the Beast in Disney's Beauty and the Beast? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Because he was unsympathetic, would not help her out when she requested his help.
We can accept that. We can accept that. We can accept that. He was cruel to her. All right.
Yeah, he was a dick.
Yeah, basically. So now we bounce back. We bounce back to the Shirewolves.
He's a dick.
Who's the boss avoided the TKO?
Wonder if they would have accepted that.
Quiet on set, please.
Didn't help her because he was a dick.
Kids at home, don't be a dick to old ladies. They might put a curse on you.
We bounce back to the Shirewolves, have a chance to tie the game with their
Yep, I've seen episodes like that quite a number of times.
To the great decade that saw me come into the world.
Beauty and
in
the Beast, Smurfs.
I'll take it.
Clark Wolf is going to field the question from the 80s. And your question is, a young boy with a distant father enters a world of make-believe and magic through a portal within an antique book in what 1984 movie?
The Never-Ending Story.
Clark ties it up. Clark ties it up. So we're going to keep with the Shirewolves here, who have a chance to take the lead with their 3-pointer. Rachel Cushing with her 3-pointer with category number.
Come on, Rachel, you got this.
Number 8, Rachel. You may find favor with this 3-point category based on the way you're currently dressed. Classics. And your question in the world of classics for 3 points, a 3-point lead. Who directed the film It Happened One Night?
Frank Capra.
3 points.
Correct. All right. So, wow. Who's the boss is going to get a chance to throw it back. If they hit their 5, it goes back to the Shirewolves. However, if Who's the Boss
misses, then the Shirewolves will retain the titles. Now we go to Who's the Boss, who chose category number 17 for their 5-pointer. Action Adventure is the category.
Ooh, boy.
Action
Of
Adventure.
course.
Guys, what is the name of the CIA Black Ops program that Jason Bourne is involved with in the Bourne Identity? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Treadstone.
Correct. All right.
Okay.
So now, here we go. This is it. If the
Oh,
Shirewolves
boy.
hit it, they remain the champions. If they miss it, we have new champions with Who's the Boss. The category is category number 19.
Okay, Shirewolves. All comes down to this. Thankfully for the announcer, there's no sudden death. But the problem for you is that if you miss this one, you lose. However, if you get 5 points, you're going to win, and you get to keep those shiny belts. Here's your question. In the category of Matthew McConaughey, you may know him as the Carl Jr. spokesman. For 5 points, here's your question. What romantic comedy did Matthew McConaughey star opposite Jennifer Garner? This is for 5 points in the win.
5, 4.
Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
And your winners, and still movie trivia Schmoedown champions of the world, Classy, Clark Wolf, Rachel Cushing, the Shirewolves.
The Shirewolves take it.
Wow, what a match.
Who's the boss?
What a match.
Run. They got the
Whew.
They came up big, especially Rachel Cushing, darling. But Rachel Cushing, Clark Wolf. Hey, remember the intro they had when they had so many great luminaries of the movie trivia Schmoedown, past, present, and future, come out? They showed up for a reason. It was to see them retain the belt.
I don't know if it's the last time we're going to see Who's the Boss. I certainly hope. Now, what's Dagnino doing? What's Dagnino doing now? Dagnino's looking at Emma Fyffe over there.
As he's known to do.
What's this?
Not
What
sure.
are we doing here with these two?
I'm pretty sure he's not mic'd up. Okay.
What? Wow!
What did we just see? What did we?
Tom Dagnino just shook Emma Fyffe here.
I've never heard of anything happening like
What
that.
in the world? And look at that. The Shirewolves are the champions. Who's the Boss puts up a gallant effort, but they lose to the Shirewolves here, who retain the titles. What a year for the Shirewolves. What a year for the Fyffe Club. And my God, already, Emma Fyffe, the commish, managing the champion Shirewolves, who have successfully defended the championship. Wow.
What a year for sportsmanship. As it turns out, it's a season of giving, and Finstock
There. To all the people now that said they didn't earn the titles, you can shut up now.
The only Miss Jen Sturge is going to have an interview with the winning team and the losing team. It's
Thank
all yours,
you.
Jen.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with a very excited Fyffe Club. The Shirewolves are still your reigning champions. Rachel, you can breathe now. Jesus.
That match was a little closer than I think any of us would have liked from them defending the title standpoint, but from an actual match standpoint, I mean, that's what anybody watching this league wants. That's what this is all about, is this incredibly cutthroat competition between some of the most skilled players in the league. And I mean, honestly, after today, there's just no doubt that these ladies absolutely deserve all of the accolades that they rightfully receive.
Yeah, we we were, I think,
Thank
very
you.
rightfully proud of winning the belts in the first place. But, there was a lot of pressure and a lot of talk, and did they deserve it, and the retiring and the strength of the schedule and all the fucking bullshit that happened online. And for us, it meant the world to us to do this again, to prove them wrong, but also it was for us. It was for the Fyffe Club. It was for all the women in the Schmoedown who so generously came out and did the entrance with us.
They were awesome.
They were in our corner, and we felt that, and we just really are proud of making a statement about women empowerment and being strong in this league and being strong in general. And so
And there were no damn horror questions, internet. How you like me now?
You know it's an emotional match when Rachel starts cussing, okay? Clark, I could tell you were really starting to get emotional at the end. Rachel, you were getting emotional at the end. What does this win mean to you guys?
Well, you know, I don't know if I would say I felt emotional. I just was like,
Sick?
Like, we're in it, you know, like here we go. It's gonna go down to the end, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. And it was not an easy victory, which is always exhausting. But it was a great match. I'm super proud of that match. And Who's the Boss are damn good players.
What were you thinking when they ran the table with the Festival Darlings category?
Who saw that coming, including them?
Yeah, no, it was really impressive. Ben studies harder than anybody in this league, and he's probably the most improved player we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Riley's one of the greatest original players. Like, you know, if we needed to prove ourselves against anybody, this was the team to do it. And it was blow for blow, back and forth. I mean, it was hell to play up there, but it's something that we can walk away with our heads held high, and the boys can
nothing
too.
to prove. They're 5-0 against some of the best players in the match. That should make everyone quiet, because knowledge doesn't know a gender. Knowledge knows knowledge. And these ladies know their shit.
Knowledge knows knowledge.
amen.
Someone make the shirt. Get on it, guys. That was kind of an odd moment. Speaking of shutting people up, Finstock?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I don't really know entirely.
Grinch. His heart grew 3 sizes today.
Yeah, I mean,
that explains his shirt in the first round.
Listen, I would have probably been the first person to tell you that, you know, Finstock was not redeemable and could never change. But, I mean, if he's willing to put forth the effort to bury the hatchet, I'm game.
Proves anything can happen.
Yeah,
Someone's
that's true.
been drinking on set today. Now, Clark, obviously, you know, I can tell you're already going back into game face mode.
Yep.
This is
Gotta get
not
back
the
in
end
there.
of your day for matches.
Nope.
You are doing something that I know you despise doing, which is playing 2 matches in one day.
Yes.
I think everybody despises that.
No joke. And against Dan Murrell.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going through your head right now.
You know, I mean, I'm certainly glad we won just now. That always makes it a little easier, confidence-wise. But you know, that was a long, hard-fought match. And so I think it's time to go change out of my outfit and just kind of sit and relax and drink some water and get back out there.
Well, congratulations again, Fyffe Club,
no booze.
Shirewolves. This has been an incredible year for you all and such an amazing run, and I am so proud to have been here to witness it. And thank you for letting me be in an intro, by the way. I've never done it, and it was so fun.
It was great. Yeah. Jen was like, I don't know when to go out.
What did I do? Open the curtains.
One last thing, I would like to say thank you to Kristian and Mark Ellis for letting us do all this and all the effort and hard work they put in behind the scenes. It is very appreciated. Our passions run high, but we love doing this, and we love everybody around here. So
Stop sucking up, Mark.
very
The season's
true.
over. Anyways, congratulations again, ladies.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what happens
Yeah.
next.
Stop sucking up, Mark. What are you, a
And we're
good
back
guy?
with Who's the Boss. Guys, I can tell from your faces alone that is not the outcome you were hoping for.
You know, as a warm wind blows when stars are around. And unfortunately, we weren't the stars today. I got to give it up to the Shirewolves. They played a great match. I mean, we played our hearts out. We came ready. And they just, you know, played a better game, unfortunately. We have nothing to hang our heads about, though. And, you know, the way they came out, and I mean, they were fantastic. I have nothing else to say. I'm actually humbled for the first time in my life.
Wow. Okay.
That was the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever heard out of your mouth. And I agree with you completely. This sucks, you know. I saw this guy play with some heart, and fuck, I wanted that belt. But the Shirewolves are true champions. That's Clark, who I know and I love, and Rachel, I love. I saw it on her face. They are true champions, and I fucking love them.
But let's be clear, guys. Today's loss does not take away from the amazing performance you put in this tournament. you had an amazing run in this tournament. I think more so than anything, you guys proved that you can play together as a team and come together after everything that had transpired before the tournament. And honestly, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say I'm loving the chemistry between you guys, and I'm wondering what's next for you guys.
Well, I think we don't know. We're gonna find out. We have a lot of things to break down as we get into the end of the season here. I'm sort of in shock. I've played over 20 matches now, I think. I think Rachel was my second match that I ever played. I knew she was good, and she got the belt a little before I did. We're going to get there. I just wanted this one. I really, really, really wanted this one.
And I think what it comes down to is you guys put on a hell of a performance, especially in the Festival Darlings category, which we've seen befell many amazing Schmoedown competitors here. And to run the table with that and then start to just lose steam, obviously, in the points round and then the speed round, obviously. I could see you guys start to panic a little bit up there. And I'm just wondering, did you guys get in your heads? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I got to hand it to this guy. He was cool. He was calm. I faltered a little bit there on that James Franco, and this guy's a rock.
It wasn't your fault.
And, sometimes it happens. And, but, we nailed all 3 questions. And, the answer really is like, we went 4-0. This team was put together by fate. And we went 4-0, which in itself is a record. We're up there with some of the best teams all time. That's a big thing.
Totally agree with that. What this has done is made you a formidable player and a formidable, opponent in this league. Again, where you rightfully belong.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what this guy did in this tournament, I've never seen before. And I've managed some of the greatest people in this tournament. This guy is a true class act.
Yep.
And there's no question about that. Unfortunately, we lost today, but we lost to a better team today, and that's all I have to say.
I mean, again, what can you say other than I hope every critic online shuts their mouth. Those are champions. We lost to champions. They played as well as anybody can play. And frankly, this is what happened above the line. They won the tournament, they lost, and they came back. We're going to come back. We're going to beat the Shirewolves. We're going to get back to it. But right now, today, it's respect to them. It's respect to those incredible Schmoedown competitors.
Yep.
Could not have said it better myself, guys. Congratulations again on a well-played tournament, despite today's loss. And I really am looking forward to seeing what you guys put out there next. And I hate to say this, but Finstock.
Well,
hell of a good job, man.
Well, my mask is still missing, and I'm really disappointing about it. 15 years already. 15 years already.
It's done. It's done.
Jen?
This is done.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah?
Action Army for life.
Okay. He called me Jen. This is amazing.
Well, wow, Mark, classy in defeat the way that Ben Bateman handled that defeat, I'm very impressed. He gave a lot of respect to the champions. Mark Riley doing the same, and Dagnino, I don't even know if that's the same guy I played against, who also giving respect to the Shirewolves and to Emma Fyffe and the Fyffe Club in general.
I've never seen that man before in my life.
I'm shocked that happened. But that video won, and we still got 4
What can I say?
matches
What can I
left
say?
to go. Clark Wolf ain't done. She's got a #1 contender match.
4 more matches and a bazillion more hours to react to.
Go on over there and go on over to Trivia SD. There's new articles up there. There are interviews just specifically for the Trivia SD site, but Brad Gilmore doing a whole bunch of interviews over there. Mark, this has just begun.
Oh, it has just begun. We will see you guys for video number 2, and then
journey
video
just
number 3
begun.
feature the Intergeekdom Championship and the Singles Championship. And then to kick off Season 6, hey, how about you and I go to New York City? We'll talk about all that in later vids. For right now, let's take a quick break and then throw it to vid number 2.
Losses. Worst.
I thought I was going to win.
I could see it. I wanted it so much. Just
Look, I know. The tournament run was insane. It was great. You had your tournament run. I had my singles run. Look, yo, 2019, time of action. All right, we're back. Okay, you don't have to do things with Riley anymore. I'm back.
Well, I want to talk to you about that for a second. And like, dude, I love team action and the Action Army, everything.
Wait. It's okay. I already know what you're gonna say.
We were just 4-0.
He's better than me for you.
No,
he is.
I just want.
No, he is. He balances you out better than I do. He does. He's old.
I said Giancarlo Stanton.
I know. And
not you. You said Esposito.
I know. But look, it's fine. Riley balances you out better there. I think I got a teammate. I think I got a different teammate.
Really?
I know. I was doing shit during the tournament, and I found someone, and I think...
I feel like you're not going to tell me who it is.
I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I think we should start a faction.
Okay.
A real faction. Like you, me, Riley, and somebody.
I was like acting legitimately nervous.
Action Army?
I know you were. We've been best friends for a long time. It's cool, man. Don't worry about it. I love you, man. Good job. Good job.
Too, man.
I'm proud of you. Next year, all right? Next year.
That's right. Oh, I'm gonna join a tournament with someone else because you're too busy. I'm gonna get Mark Rose. How'd that work out, huh? You were my brother. You got with Riley and you just forget who you are? You congratulated him after the match? What is wrong with you? Who are you? You know what? I'm glad you didn't win the belt because you don't fucking deserve it. You don't deserve it because without that belt, you're nothing. You know what? Without me, you're nothing. I'll see you in the ring next year. Hey, get the fuck out of here! Get out of here, you piece of shit!
You good? You all right? Hey, bud. You all right? You felt like a ton of bricks. You okay? Dude, you all right? Hey, man. I'm concerned for your well-being, but do you know where my mask is? Have you seen it? Dude, not with your mask. Yeah, but I need it. It's small. So you haven't seen it.
The moral of that is, that poor coffee table, Schmoedown's now out tens of dollars. Well, that's alright. My Patreon budget will cover for that. So, they can get a new table next year. Yay! Coffee table. So, we're 2.5 hours in, and a gajillion more hours to react to. So, I'll see you in the next part. And, until then, this is JTH. See you in part 2. Adieu. Hey, that kind of rhymes.